Well, hello. How is everybody doing? Oh, Cos. Oh, Cos. Damn. Thank you, Cos. That's very kind of you. Lovely to see you again. Hello, Metacomet. Hello, Vacant. Hello, Turtle. Hello, Dolphin Venom. Lovely to see you. Hello, Plague. Hello, Ramen. How are we all doing on this fine evening? Been waiting for like 2 weeks. I know. We had some stream difficulties. I have finally updated my graphics card. So the graphics card is good, I think. However, some of the settings in OBS don't like my new graphics card. So I had to mess around with it basically 2 minutes before the stream started. And I don't know if I've done it right. So hopefully you can hear me. You can see me. And there's no issues, latency problems. But welcome nonetheless. Hello guys, it's very important. Gamer Dorfs here. That's right, I'm a VIP. Hello Dorfs. Malay, thank you for the T1. Appreciate you being here. We are nearing your guess, we are. The Fabled tier list, amazing content idea, by the way. Yes, the tier list is tonight. I've got some news for the tier list, which I'll get into in a little bit. Hello, Wait, nice to see you. How's my time off? Oh, Kos. Damn it, come on. I need to get back into this streamer thing. Thank you, Kos, that's very kind of you. Who did that go to? Who was the lucky recipient? Oh, Plague, look at you. Look at you. Oh, and a VIP for Kos. What is going on? Oh, Beav's coming in with the Beaver look. Thank you, Beavs. It's very kind of you. We're trying our best. Okay, might be late today. Sorry, Mr. Crackers. I tried. I really did try. How was the concert? The concert was very good, thank you. Let me just very quickly... let's VIP Kos up. Hold on. Add new. Right, let's make sure I spelled this right. That should be you right there. Add you as VIP. Click save. So hopefully now you should be a big old VIP. No Twitch stream. There is a Twitch stream going on, Leon. Absolutely. I'm great. Ready for instant Beaver. Let's hope so. Let's hope so. Nice. What did you end up going? I went to Download Festival in the UK. Very good. Enjoyed my time. 3 days of music. Beautiful. But its graphic cards means better chance of Beaver, so it's a tax write-off. Absolutely right. What if we're absolutely right. There's no delay on Twitch. That's what I like to hear. I will have to test the settings after the stream. Oh, Gippy. Thank you for the 7 months you've been here. 7. How do you spam the YouTube sub feed? Check Discord. I know. We had some technical issues pre-stream, so I'm sorry about that. Whoa, no, of us. It is very hot today, Ramen. I am boiling alive. It's currently 25.5 degrees in my house, and I'm used to 14 degrees, so death is upon me. Hello, Shannon. Lovely to see you. 50th gifted for my VIP. Oh, Kos, you are the kindest of souls. I appreciate you being here. Chocolate Milk, hello. Lovely to see you. Oh, Washington, did I miss? I did miss. We can go to do some maple trees, absolutely. haven't done Maples in a long time, actually. No music. Is there no music? There is no music. Oh no, what has happened there? Oh no. I know why. I've made the biggest mistake of all, and I'm going to have to do this live. Sorry. 1 second, please. More technical difficulties. What? That doesn't seem to have worked. Oh no! Oh, doggy. Thank you, doggy. Welcome in. Lovely to see you. Yeah, that doesn't seem to have worked. Why has that not worked? Ah, there we go. Can you hear the music now? Can you hear it? Are we... God, it's been so long since I've streamed. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. Falling apart at the seams. Spot on. Sorry, I need to catch up with all these chatters going on. Which bands did I enjoy the most? I think I enjoyed Currents the most. Currents was a very, very good band. Very good band. I liked Bullet for My Valentine a lot. They played the whole Poison album, which was my album growing up. Play Jingle. We could play Jingle very shortly, Shannon. What else? Who else did I listen to? Sleep Token were pretty good. Didn't mind Sleep Token at all. Green Day were okay. Didn't mind them as well. All round, very good. Very good. Got a festival starting tomorrow. Just got my wristband today. Where are you going, Duffs? The Beaver chew your wires out. Basically, yeah. Just hit 100 degrees Fahrenheit here. Bloody hell. Saw a post online about the download festival. Did you camp there? Also heard you could pay extra fancy bathrooms. You can pay extra fancy bathrooms. I didn't camp. I just went for the arena because I can't be arsed with camping anymore. Would go into a forest or zoo to see real beavers increase the chances you tried doing that? I have been to zoos within my time on the YouTubes. Has not worked. I've also obviously sponsored 2 beavers, which I also has not increased my chances. Did you watch Tom roll? I didn't. I was at Download Festival while Tom was rolling and I couldn't get any signal, so unfortunately not. Very quiet music. How quiet is quiet on the music front? Hello, Daryl. Lovely to see you. This is some real music. Congrats on 60 mil woodcutting. Thank you. Yes, we did eclipse 60 million woodcuttings in Sears Village. No beaver luck just yet, but we can you can safely turn up to 10%. Okay, bear with me. Where's my volume button? Bum, bum. Is that better? Tons of rock and tons of rock. Okay. Hope you have fun. Only about 9 mil to my guess. I know. Tom made a big cocks out of his chunks. I know. I saw. When I got back, I had many messages and screenshots and all sorts. A little more. We can up it a little bit more. There you go. A little bit more. I'm so excited to see how much drama this tier list makes and how much chaos my idea causes. It's too much. That's ain't nothing to do with it. Okay. I'm sure it'll be fun. We're going to be very kind and happy and honest. None of Christmas music. There will be no Christmas music. Not if I can handle it. No Beaver to 69 million. Oh, okay. It's a long way away. Do the routes from the forest event even have a Beaver chance on them? They don't. They don't at all. I was at a Steve Vai and Joe Satriani concert and watching Tom's Roll. That is pretty cool. I like Steve Vai. Okay, let's do some jingle then. But what I'm going to say is that at 8 PM my time, so in 45 minutes, we will do the tier list. We'll do the tier list. Right. Nope. You don't want to... Nope. Giving up. There we go. Right, let's pause this. Pause this music. Here we go. Right. Right. We're starting off with some jingle. First stream back after 2 weeks. We're going to hit some jingle. Hello, Waltz. Saw some guy on Reddit yesterday had a 200mil XP dry on Beaver post. Pics or it didn't happen. If I don't see pics, I don't believe you. Did you complete any more games on your vacation? That is a good question, Preston. What games was I playing before I went on vacation? Because I'm pretty sure I did. You know what? Sorry, Shannon. We will get to this. We will. I promise you we'll get to this. Let me have a quick look. So, I was playing Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, wasn't I? That's what I was playing last time. So 100%ed Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. I then moved on to Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 Campaign Remastered, and then 100%ed that. Then I begun Elden Ring Night Rain, and I have got 3 trophies left, including the Platinum, so technically 2 trophies left. And I also started Dying Light, the zombie parkour game. Very good. I'm about halfway through that one. I also started Bug Snacks, which is very fun. Bug Snacks is very good, very fun, very cutesy. Enjoying that a lot. And I'm playing Tiny Tina's Wonderlands with Bourne, and we are almost done with the campaign now, and then we just need to mop up a load of trophies. So that is where I'm up to. But before we carry on with anything else, hold on, I need to check this Reddit post. 200mil woodcutting, no Beaver. Oh, that is so sickening. Oh no. Okay, that's sad. Thanks for ruining my day, Waltz. Okay. Let's play some jingle. Let's have some fun before we get into the tier list fun. Tithe Farm, Insta, Tithe. Hold on. Hey, Verf, lovely to see you. We got Gank's house. Right, where do you want me to place this then? Where do you want me to place this? Because I could place it happily in the dead centre of Tithe Farm, if that's what you want me to do. Or some people have been saying that it's all the way up here. maybe. Or it's down here by the POH, which I'm not going to say which one I would pick, but you know. Our Karen Castle Chunk group member almost has all of their tasks complete. Is it just skill in taskless? Very nice target system. That's what we like to hear. Maybe this is Shazian. It's the Homestead song. It is the Homestead song. Yeah, it's large area, but to be safe, POH. Yeah, we can go for POH. Yeah. Yeah. It's either Hasidius Farms or Hasidius Centre, and people say POH, so maybe POH. I think it's POH. I think Tithe Farm, it does inside of Tithe Farm have a different song? I thought it did, but maybe it doesn't. But we'll go for POH. We're all happy. We're all confirmed. And if we're wrong, whoops. We'll go with whoops. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. It does include inside Tithe Farm, which is very good. Look at that, 1,000. We're on a 2 streak. That's a new record. I'm pretty sure it says that every time, though. Right, song number 2. Country jig is accurate. It is a very nice jig. I hear that in my sleep. No way it covers the beach as well. I know, that was a big area. I didn't realise it was that big. Your Honour, Hannibal declares a whoopsie daisy. Shazian Forests. It does sound very Shazian Forest-esque, doesn't it? What if it's the Kebos Swamps? Is that the one you hear on the way to... Wildy? Oh, this is not going to be another... We think it's somewhere and then it ends up being in the bloody wilderness, is it? Karen Woodland or Shazian? Now, Karen Woodland's fairly happy, isn't it? Lava maze. Oh, don't trip me up like this. Do we think it's here? This doesn't sound like Zaya to me, but I could be wrong. I've got a weird feeling I used this in my Zaya series, and I was only using music from Zaya, but I could also be wrong. I listened to a bunch of songs from Shays yesterday and it fits that area well. Also, Woodland is half happy, half intense. Yeah, this doesn't sound half happy. For me, spooky equals wildy. Fair. I think it's Kebos. I think it's like mulch area, personally. What if we do like Shazia Ruins? Does that sound... Does that sound like a nice compromise? Sounds like war music. It can't, yeah, kind of. Yeah. Do Wildy? I just don't know. I just don't think it's Wildy. But you might be right. Maybe where you start Garden of Death. Where'd you start Garden of Death? West Shazian. Well, you mean like over by Giant Pit area? I'm sure we've had that one before and it's not this one. You think it's Chasm of Fire? Ruins of Mora-ish. We just listened to the whole song. We are guessing the music, Moppy. We are. I'm happy to go down here if you want. I still think it's mulch, personally, but I'm happy to be wrong if we get it right. Yeah, down in Ruins of Mora. I'm sure when we picked over here before, it had like a massive one that filled like all of this, so I reckon we're going to be probably right anywhere over here if it is there. Lose! Hey-o! Lovely to see you. Yeah, happy here? Alright, let's go here. I think we can get this. Another, we'll get a, we've never had a, you know what I mean? You got me? We've never had a 3-streak record. So let's just go for it. Oh, look at that. We would have got it either way. Bloody everywhere. Look at that. Well done, everybody. Claps all around. That's 2 for 2. Wow, like, wow. So our maximum on this is 4.5k. We've never got 5,000 out of 5,000. It's never happened before. So we're on track. Here we go. Number 3. Well, that sounds evil. Is that Witch Haven? Are you sure? I've never spent enough time in Witch Haven. Instantly thinking so. Seems very subtle and sinister. You were joking. Okay, okay, okay. Don't joke. Okay, we're trying to get 5,000 out of 5,000. Yes, has water sounds. That's possible. Crandor's not a bad shout. I'll just and him. Hello, Longcat. You got Beaver? I don't have Beaver. Not yet. Oh, Motby. Thank you for the follow. Melzar's Maze. That's... Wait, where are we? Oh, no, over this way. Oh, good, my guess still stands then. It sure does. Whisperer area. We can't get to the Whisperer area. We can only get to Ice Mountain. Can't go any further. This one's a hard one. Melzar's Maze does sound potentially like a good shout. But this one's difficult. But that kind of, that like windy, watery sound makes me think we're on a beach somewhere. You think Crandor? I've never heard this one before, ever. Got multiple people for Crandor. It does sound ocean soundy. You're right. Some kind of fire sound. I don't think that's fire. I think that's ocean. Oh, the Basilisk Island place. That's not a bad shout either. Like Isle of Stone, something like that. Because that's... Ooh. That's creepy. That is some creepy music. Fishing platform, Vorkath Island. Yeah, it does, yeah, it's starting to sound very Evil Islandly to me. I think Island of Stone's a good shout. I feel like a song in a new spot that would be surely be longer than 150. Yeah, generally they are, aren't they? Like a lot of the new, like even the Zaya songs, they're all more than like 2 minutes. Some of those are like 3, 4, 5 minutes. Like before you catch Kayak and Sapphire. Yeah. I'm happy with Island of Stone actually. I think that's a real good shout. I think it's such a short area, you get off the boat, you go straight into the dungeon, that, you know, I think it makes sense that it's a small, short song that doesn't have much to it. Should we go for it? Hello, Picker. Nice to see you. I think we just go for it. I think we go for Isle of Stone. I think that's a great shout. And I'm interested to see where we are. Disagree strongly. Okay. Well, if you're right and I'm wrong, I will apologise. Hello, Nerf. Lovely to see you. Right, let's send it. Oh, I'm nervous now. I've gone nervous all of a sudden. Now we got this. We're professionals. Here we go. Well, it was a fireplace. Whoops. I guess that's the sound of the lava then. Yeah, the 150. But, you know, Relica's fairly old as well. Well, you know, look, we tried. We now know where that song is for future reference, because that one, we're not going to forget that song. That is it's a very unique song. Remember, spooky equals wilty. Yeah. Like Gabriel. Pet, not yet. Skywatch, not just yet. This is Colosseum, right? This is Wildy. I'm sure this is Colosseum. Oh no, it's is it TOA? Oh, I don't know. It's Tutorial Island. Mage Arena? I don't know about Mage Arena. I don't know, I got this instant thought of Colosseum, but it could be... It is Colosseum. Okay, maybe not TOA. Got a few people going Colosseum as well. I think this is Colosseum. This sounds very intense boss fighty. Never been to Colo. Well, neither have I, to be fair. I am not good enough at the game to do Colosseum content. But it does sound very Colosseum-like. I'm pretty sure I've seen some videos with it. Yeah, vote RuneScape. I would also vote RuneScape. It's either Colosseum or the Bad People's Temple, but it's 99% Colo. Okay. Fits the imagination, yeah? Be confident, send it? All right, then. Here we go. If this is wrong, it's all on me, because I was out of the gates. Like, this is Colosseum. Here we go. This is for 3,000... Oh, not in a row, because we got that crappy 25. Here we go. Oh! Very good. In before Wildy. Look at that. Are you not entertained? Well done. And I have never been to Colosseum before, other than the quest. I did obviously go in there for the quest. Right, last one. This is for all the marbles. This is for 4 1000s. That is impressive. We ignore the 25. Number 5. Ooh. Is this Karatzi Jungle? This is surely Karamja. We've got the king of Karamja with us, so surely. I've heard this one before. Yeah, it's just trying to pinpoint where. Shiloh Village. Oh, no, I don't think it's Shiloh. You hear a bird in the song, it's Shiloh. Okay. I've got a feeling it's Karatzi Jungle, personally. There's the bird. So, are we saying this is Shiloh Village? Yeah, should be Shiloh. There was a lot of bird sounds in this song, so we can't be far wrong. Oh no, Verf's not sure. We've got panic in the ranks. Do. Why is this song 1/3 Varlamore, 1/3 Desert, 1/3 Karamja sounding? It's just a bop, innit? Just an absolute bop. If you look at the map, Karamja split into 3 islands. Wow, that is true. It sounds too reggae to me. When in doubt, go to North. It still could be. It still could be. Not Varlamore. All right then, Spoon. I trust you. You would know. Should we go Shiloh Village, or do you want to move? Oh no, Verf knows what it is. Shiloh. Okay, we're going Shiloh. This is for 4,025 points. If we hadn't have completely screwed up on number 3, this could have been a 5,000 out of 5,000 game, but I will take 4 1,000s as a big win. Big win for the team. Are we ready? I'm ready. I'm prepared. Well done, Verf. Never doubted you for a second. Never doubted you for a second. That was a very good game of Jingle. Look at that. 4,025. It's not a high score. However, 4 1,000s in one game is a high score for us. That was quality. Well done to everybody involved, especially the people that nailed it first time, such as me and Verf. And I'm pretty sure Shannon nailed one out of the park at the beginning. Well done. What a beautiful game that was. Should we get back to chopping trees? So, that is really loud in my ears. I'm going to turn this down slightly, just so it doesn't deafen me. And I'll try and turn it up in other ways. Got 3 out of 5, not bad. Karamja has like 9 songs or some shit, so it's kind of confusing sometimes, but the bird is my clue for Shiloh. That is a great clue, and it led us to victory, so we take those. I have turned it up in OBS. Let me turn this back down. Like I said, I got a new graphics card. I installed the new graphics card, and then all of my settings just went out of the window. So the sound's gone messy, all of the video stuff's gone messy, and I think I fixed it all. But if there's any problems, do let me know. Can you remind people what the tier list, when the tier list will be? The tier list is going to be in about 20 minutes. However, to be honest, I think we can probably start now. I've got no real problem in starting now. Hannibal, are you a Polish composer? Because it's not Chopin, it's Chopin. Hello Hannibal, what's XP? Yeah, we're at 60 million, Jay. 60 million woodcutting XP. We are at 2.95 times dry. We've got over, let's have a look. We've got over 782,000 logs banked. We've been here for a year and 7 months. And the internal sadness only grows each day. However, like I said in my YouTube post, hey Nantuko, thanks for the sub. Welcome back.
Nantuko Avatar just subscribed for 6 months. Gonna make you a deal, gonna send you to use, but you have to chop the 3 dead trees on the way by.
Sure, absolutely, absolutely. We'll go to use then, and we'll chop the 3 dead trees as we run by. Saw a guy on Reddit get to 200 mil without hitting Beaver, so pray that doesn't happen. Yes, that has been shared in this chat already. Very sad, very scary, but hopefully it doesn't happen to us. Because why would it? Right. There's the 3 trees chopped. No Beaver. Back on the ewes. So what I'm doing, I'm chopping ewes mainly off stream just because they're very AFK, lets me do other stuff. But also I'm going for the drop rate for Beaver from yew trees. So I think it's 145,000 yew logs to be on rate for Beaver, on specifically yew trees. And I am up to 134,000, so I'm almost there. So that's what I'm doing off stream. It's just, these are just copium goals. I'm just trying to work through the copium. So it's going well. It's going well. But like I said in my YouTube post, my community post, I'm seeing this a very large mental challenge. So I don't want to back out before completing it. And if the YouTube suffers for it, you know, the YouTube channel suffers because of it, to be honest, I'm happy for that to happen, because if I quit on this grind before it's done, I don't think I'll be able to forgive myself. So we're going for it. Hello Extarian, lovely to see you. Hello Marty, we are getting close to the prediction. Bro, we're gonna have 200 mil fletching banked. We've got a lot banked. We've got 99 construction, fletching and fire making all banked. So I've got 399s sat in my bank. Obviously construction would need me to get to some sort of sawmill, which is not going to happen, and I'll need tons of money. But we do technically have 3 banked, which is exciting. Bro, just get the pet. Thank you, Nico. Let's push for 2 years. No, King Kellington, let's not. We'll leave this chunk as soon as possible, and then we'll just spend 2 years doing chunk content. How about that? Hello, MGH. Lovely to see you. You'll get it after 100 mil more. You're more than halfway done. To be fair, I am now quite over a quarter of the way done, which is very weird. A quarter of the way to 200 mil, obviously. It's quite weird to say, actually. When would you be dry on every tree? It's a good question, because I don't think I think it'd be a long time before I'm dry on every tree, because it doesn't really work that way. I'd have to chop all of the logs from all of the trees to then become dry. But you could maybe roughly work it out on when I'm like 6 or 7 times dry. This man's the true supreme. I think Buzz is the true supreme. That guy's crazy. Beaver this decade for sure. I hope so. So is there an XP tracker that tracks past 200 mil? There isn't, but I can use things like fletching to track past 200 mil. Which isn't ideal, but it's probably the way to do it. When is this happening? I need a time. All right then, the time is right now. Right now. If anyone knows what that is, I appreciate you greatly. We can do the tier list right this second, okay? Let's just do it. Let's just crack this off. Amazing work. There's been a lot of time and effort put into this. There hasn't really, but I need to very quickly, up front, just say something, because we did have our good friends Alien Food and Skeldor set to come and give me a hand with this tier list. They were going to be, you know, the little angel and devil on my shoulder. Alien Food being the really nice guy who's going to say loads of nice stuff, and Skeldor the really nasty guy who's going to say evil things about chunkers, and then there's me in the middle to, you know, bring them together. However, it seems I picked incorrectly, because Alien Food is way too nice, that he was genuinely scared that he was going to upset people, and he didn't want to, so he just said, look, I don't feel comfortable doing it, so I'm going to have to back out. And I was like, you know what, fair enough, I don't want to put you and your channel and your, you know, your persona in jeopardy. So I was like, totally understand it, not a problem at all. And then I was like, me and Skeldor would probably work, but I felt like it would be putting Skeldor out. So I just was like, you know what? I think it's probably better if it's just me. And then if anyone gets angry, they can get angry at me instead. Instead of other people I've drafted in to do this silly little thing for me. So it's just me today, but we will do the tier list right now. So let me just get this ready. You might see some familiar faces on here as well. Here it is. Look at all those people down there at the bottom. So we've got 28 one chunk series that we're going to be putting into our tier list. 28. I was going to do more. I was going to try and include as many people as possible. However, it didn't quite work that way. So we've gone for 28. So I am going to explain who these people are. You probably know most, if not all of them. I'm going to explain who they are, what their series is, where they started, and what mode they play. And then I'm going to rank them in terms of just feels. You know, just feels, I guess. And what I'm going to do is at the end, I've got a list of honorary mentions who I really wanted to put into this, but it would have got so big and so long that it would have, I would have just been here all night. So without further ado, we should just get started. So I have got, where is it? Here it is. I've got my list here. So what I want to say is that some of these chunk accounts I watched years ago. Some of these chunk accounts are fresh in my mind. Some of these chunk accounts aren't actually doing series anymore. They've stopped for whatever reason. And some people obviously are just kind of important or like big figures in the chunk community. They're not necessarily doing like big series that everybody, you know, it's like massively popular, but they are popular within the One Chunk clan and within the One Chunk community. So there's a bit of a mixture of all different sorts of stuff. Hannibal speedrunning losing friends. No. Okay, let's start. So right at the beginning, we have Happery. I think everybody knows Happery. One map square in-game. Starting in Lumbridge as an extreme. You know, the series, to be fair, was very, very good. Why is all my stuff disappearing? There we go. Series was very good. It's very fun, very well edited. Even, you know, straight up with episode 1, very well edited. Hey, Dom. Thank you for the sub.
Scuffed Dom just subscribed with Prime. I'm happy to see you streaming.
Yes, I very much enjoyed Happy's series. He's obviously gone now, but I don't think has finished. I think he's still working away in the background, hopefully. So very good, very fun. I would say, for me personally, I don't think it's S tier. I think it's very good. I don't think it's S tier. I think it's A. I think it's a good, solid chunk series. It's very fun. It's got great editing. It's got great pacing. And there's plenty of it as well. Can you turn down the music? I can turn down the music. Is that music turned down? Doom, 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 boom. Wait, hold on. I've got the music right here. Is that enough? Are we down enough? Are we happy? Yeah, good. So, like I said, music is all over the place now that I've changed my my graphics card. So, anyway, Happy, solid A tier. I think that's a good shout. Very good series. On to the next one. So this is one that some of you may recognise and remember. We aren't just happy, we're Happy. Yes, keep the Happy jokes going. We love it. Hello, Runar. This is Brewscape. So Brewscape is a Port Sarim chunker. Started in Port Sarim, Extreme. The account's called Sailing Chunk. Obviously, Sailing Chunk, the whole intention behind it was to prepare the account for the imminent sailing, which hasn't dropped yet, but when it does, big for the channel. So I really enjoy Brewscape stuff. Again, I think a great voice, good editing, good pacing for the series. I liked the start. I liked the idea behind it. You know, I like the idea of sailing as a concept for a chunker, even though it's, you know, very far in the future. D tier, no sailing witnessed. We could probably put it in D tier. Screw that Brewscape guy with his non-sailing chunk start. I would have said, again, I don't think it's S tier because I'm kind of saving S tier for my personal favourites. But I would say that it's right. I love Brewscape, great guy, and we went to Runefest together. But I'm putting him in B tier, and let me explain why I'm putting him in B tier. Because I think the account has got a long way to go in terms of sailing coming out, and then Sailing Chunk actually doing what it's supposed to. And that is the only reason why I'm putting it in B tier. So sorry, Brewscape, you're great, but there needs to be sailing. So we're gonna do a B tier for good old Sailing Chunk Brewscape. Right, the third one, Camdoozle, who is also Camdoozle in game and on YouTube, but started in Camdoozle. So Camdoozle is a Supreme Chunker. Okay? So with Supreme Chunkers, instantly I'm like, we're S tiering. You know? We're S tiering for the beauty of Supreme Chunkers, because obviously I am a Supreme Chunker, and any other Supreme Chunkers, I'm in for it. However, what I'm going to say is that Camdoozle is obviously just starting out and is doing great work, I think, in terms of editing style and making sure that the series has somewhat of a pacing to it, because Supreme Chunkers, it's very difficult to get the pacing right. However, what I want to see is a lot more videos come out of the grinds, if you get what I mean. And Camdoozle may well be stacking them up, ready to absolutely hammer them out one after another. But what I will say is that I'm going to have to put it in B tier. The bias in me wants to put it in S tier. And I want to say, Camdoozle, thank you for keeping the Supreme flag flying. However, I want to see all of those videos coming out. I want to see the progression. I want to see it all. Oh, look, and here it is. Here's alien food turning up after letting me down. F's in the chat. F's in the chat for alien food. Make a new F tier for Frey. Well, actually, I was going to... There should be a bin somewhere here where I'll put Frey in. For some reason, this tier list didn't come out with an F when I put it in, so I don't know. And speaking of Frey, look who's up next. It is Frey. It is Canifist Chump himself. We love a bit of Canifist Chump. You know, starting in Canifist, extreme, been going for a long time. You know, the Chump himself. We had a lot of beef in our series together. It was very fun. I enjoyed it quite a lot. I think, you know, when you think about the fact that going for a while, you know what I mean? This chunk account's been going for quite a bit, done loads of crazy stuff, and we've got some really exciting content from Frey. And my personal favourites being him escaping the PKers in the Rev Caves. Golden content. However, if we don't put somebody in D tier, then who are we going to put in D tier? You know what I mean? There's got to be there's got to be someone in there, and we've got to give it to somebody. And I just feel like popular opinion matters in these kind of scenarios. You know what I mean? You can't just take my word for this. You've got to look at the chat sometimes. D because of 1 hour videos. I love the 1 hour videos. I really do love. The more Frey we can get, the better, in my opinion. And even though I'm memeing really hard right now, I'm going to leave Frey in the D tier. But in my heart, Frey is S tier. The man is S tier, okay? You heard it here first. Frey, S tier. The next one, we've got ourselves Chunk Evil with the account Chunk Evil. Chunk Evil is it spends a lot of time in our chat. We like Chunk Evil, very fun. Chunk Evil technically started in Lumbridge. Technically. However, because Chunk Evil is using Molly randoms to get around the map, technically the first chunk was Ardy Monastery. Technically. And it's a semi-extreme account, and it's a really interesting concept. It's really fun because, you know, the idea of having to travel around the map using Molly randoms is a really cool and exciting thing. And to be honest, none of this might make sense to you guys, the way I'm going to put all this. But I'm going to put Chunk Evil in A tier just because of the uniqueness of the account. All right, then we'll move Frey up to S tier. There we go. Frey's moved to S tier. Sorry. It's gone full Palpatine mode. We'll put Frey in S tier. I love Frey. I think the account is amazing, and I love everything Frey's doing. We're putting him in D tier for the memes, okay? But Chunk Evil, I think it's A. I think the uniqueness of the account gives it that little bit of an extra kick for me, where as long as the, how am I going to phrase this correctly? As long as the long-term goals of the account is exciting, you know, because Molly randoms don't come around all the time, and having that ability to bring more content out is obviously good for YouTubers. So being stuck with I'm going to have to wait for the next Molly random might become a bit of a problem at some point, or you're halfway through a grind and then off you go somewhere else. You know what I mean? It's there's a potential for it to go pear-shaped pretty quickly. However, so far, Chunk Evil, well done. Next one. I think I've seen Fnatic here. There's Fnatic. Hello. So we got Chunk Quest. Started in Lumbridge, semi-extreme. Episode 1, I have to say, banger. Absolute banger. Like, obviously the series is great, but what I'm getting at is like up front, first time video comes out, banger. You got that amazing cinematic, which I assume was done in Blender. I assume. But like the whole thing was just, it was great. It was really good, like kickoff to a whole account. And I think that even though we're going from Death Chunk to Death Chunk, it seems late on, that first episode for me was great. It was absolutely great. So where are we going to put you, Fnatic? I mean, you did invite me onto the channel to do some cameos, so I think we're going to go with A tier. I think it's a cool concept. I think that the animation and the editing is very good, and I enjoy it a lot. So we're going for A tier. Well deserved, I agree. Oh, no, this isn't paid for. This wasn't paid for.
Chunk Quest just
Cut that out.
subscribed with Prime.
Cut that out. No bribe. Cut that out. Thank you, Chunk Quest. Very kind of you. Right, on to the next one. Telecom. Telecom. Telecron? Telecom. Anyway, Chunk Volcano. Let's go with that. Chunk Volcano started with 2 chunks cheating. Brimhaven and the volcano together. Extreme 1 chunk, obviously. Look, editing, amazing. Pacing, amazing. Voice, it depends where you come. Like, I'm from the UK, so his voice, I don't like it. Think it's a bit dumb. But other people from around the world like it, so I'm not going to say any more than that. I think it's brilliant. Kind of given up on some grinds, maybe not. Inferno, am I going to do it? Am I not going to do it? Starts with 2 chunks. I don't know. You've got to dock points somewhere. I am doing the Inferno. All right, he's doing the Inferno. Maybe we can bump him up. Maybe we'll bump him up. Maybe it's a B. Because what you're saying is like, it's up here in the S, and then you drop him down 1 for the voice. And then you drop him down 1 for doing 2 chunks instead of 1, in a 1 chunk series. And then we were going to say down another 1 for the Inferno, but maybe we can bump him back up 1. Teller's high A. Oh, okay. If you say so, we'll put high A. Yeah, Teller is an A. I think Teller's very good. I jest. I think Teller is very, very good at what he does. He stresses a bit too much about what he does, but everything he puts out is quality. So I think Teller should stop stressing about it and just do what he's good at, which is making YouTube videos, putting them out for the world to see. Well done, Teller. Although you're not joining us on our games night, so I might have to pump you down again. Might have to pump you down another one. You know what? I'm going to put Teller in S tier. I changed my mind. You know what? If we don't talk about the other series, because he's just done this one for the Chunk series. Hey, Big Jim. Thank you for the follow. I think Teller does great series, and he is starting to finish them, which is perfect, because that's what we, inevitably we want from him, is to finish the series that he starts. And the fact that he's started in such a difficult chunk and he's planning on going for it, I think that's worth it for me. S tier isn't bad. He's only existed for about 4 minutes. He's not. He's got some videos out there now. This is the Chunk series list, not a creator list. Oh, okay, fine. There you go. Freya's spoken. We'll put him down to A. Right, the next one. Our good friend, Chunk 5 Arim. Who remembers Chunk 5 Arim? What a guy. Ordo on the YouTubes, started in Port Sarim. Extreme chunker. Lovely guy. His series was very good, very entertaining. Great voice. I like the voice. It's kind of quite soft-spoken, which I like. And I would have said A tier. I absolutely would have said A tier for 5 Arim. But then he changed his name. And I'm going to have to put him in B tier. We all miss 5 Arim. But we're never getting it back. And seeing as we're not getting it back, B tier. B tier for Ordo. And if Ordo is going to see this, I want Ordo to know, bring back 5 Arim and I'll bump you up. But for now, there you go. You're sticking with your B tier. What did he name change to? He name changed to Chunky Sarim. Is it Chunky Sarim? Yeah, Chunky Sarim, right? Hold on. I've probably got him still on here somewhere. Yes, Chunky Sarim. Changed to Chunky Sarim. Sadness. Sadness ensues. The actual, the whole series was great. Really enjoyable. Seeing him try and get out of Port Sarim with all the stuff he had to do, not having a bank and all that kind of stuff. Amazing. Then he changed his name from Chunk 5 Arim to Chunky Sarim. Straight down to B tier. Get out of here. I'm not taking any more of it. Right, now we're on to an interesting one. I don't know if you recognise this beautiful face here, but this is Skeldor with Chunk Valir. And he started in Barbarian Village, Extreme account. Such a good series. Like 10 out of 10. Editing. He's incredibly funny guy. Out of this world. And I'm not. Whoa.
Keldor's just subscribed.
We are. Whoa. We're not paying for places. All right. Whoa. We're not taking bribes today. And if you ask me purely on the editing of the series, the pacing, the comedy value, it's S tier. But he only uploaded once every quarter. At that point, it was every 3 months, every 4 months maybe. Sometimes he got to once every 6 months, but now he hasn't posted in a long time. So, series are great and all, but you've got to post. And I don't mind if you go 2 to 3 months in between posting videos. That doesn't bother me. But 6 months to 12 months. I don't know. We have to dock some points for that. Have to dock some serious points for that. So where do we put Skeldor then? I think D tier is valid for the upload rate. You got it. Skeldor has spoken. I'm only okay with Supreme not posting for 6 months. Look, we're not talking about me, okay? We're talking about these creators on the screen. Don't bring me into this. Skeldor is in is in the D tier. Doesn't post enough. And what will happen is I'll revise this tier list when Chunk Villiers comes back. Which could be any second now. If Skeldor uploaded once a month, he'd be S+ tier. True. Very, very true. Very true. We've got Quad next. Quadruple D. Does anybody know Quadruple D? Chunk Wellard. Started in Ardy Market as an extreme. If you haven't seen the series, I would recommend it. Very good. Not as much content as I would have liked, but it's very good. Editing is very good. Pacing very good as well. I like the pacing. I just think we just need more. We just need more of it. It needs to just come out more. And for that, I'm gonna have to put him in B tier with the odds. With Chunk 5 Arim. But genuinely, I think very good series. I enjoy it a lot. And I think that once we get more and more content, it's just going to get better and better. It's going to fly up there. And I think it's just great. So I want Quad to keep it up. Keep bringing out the content. I will link all of these for you so you've got them. So don't worry about that. Right. Here we go. We've got ourselves Chunk Yanil. Good old Josh isn't on the YouTubes. Started in Yanil. 2 chunks. 2 chunks again. 2 chunks. Disappointing. Not only that, but semi-extreme as well. Semi-extreme. Chop tree, idiot. I am chopping tree, Runar. See, 2 chunks is already bad enough. But then semi-extreme, even worse. And then just trying to get out of every grind he can even imagine. The disappointment is unimaginable. Is actually unimaginable. I can't believe it. Hey, Blue, thanks for the follow. Appreciate you, Blue. Look, I don't want to get into it, but you know, the getting out of the grinds thing, the 2 chunks, all of this stuff is wild. It's absolutely wild. But what I will say is that that's all a joke, because this man is out of this world. Absolutely out of this world. The storytelling, the music that he produces, all of it himself. The story's just so good. The editing is brilliant. It's just, I just can't even. Josh is unbelievable. Just absolutely unbelievable as a creator. I agree. 10 out of 10. You can't get better than it. You really can't. People wouldn't like me if I did the same list. I don't think people are going to like me for this list either. Look, I think with Josh, it's just the talent, just the pure, unadulterated talent. Makes his own music, does all his own editing, makes all of his own thumbnails. You know, he does the whole thing all on his own, and it's beautiful. It really is just beautiful. Oh, and Josh is here. Hello, Josh. Welcome in, buddy. Maybe I shouldn't have gushed like that while you were here. Maybe I should wait until you were not watching. Yeah, why the hell is Frey in S? I would rank people based on the rules of the modes for the most part. True. Yeah, true. So I'd be in D tier with all the other supreme losers. If pacing is a category, agree. Agree. Like, Josh's pacing is so on point. It's just so on point. You could watch a 40-minute Josh video and not even realise 40 minutes has gone by. My only real complaint about Josh is that I don't know when his rules apply and when they don't, but the videos are so quality it doesn't matter. Ooh, burn. Burn. I actually rank you pretty high. An A tier? Thank you very much. That's very kind of you. I don't know why you'd put me in A tier when there's so many other people, but I'll take it. And I'm putting it on my CV. Hey, Des Cuddlebat. It's a very nice name. Welcome in. Lovely to see you. Bro, you 6 mil woodcut XP and haven't busted out. That's true. That's true. I am still going. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hey, Shackle. Nice to see you. Welcome in. I see why you're giving me A tier, because the next person on the list... Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I thought that this was all, it was all true. I thought it was all true, but here we are. Right. The big man. What do we think? I want to get everyone's opinions first. S++, S tier, S tier. Above Frey. I can put it in front of Frey. I just don't think we need to say any more, really. It's one of the greats. Like, genuinely one of the greats. It's not so much about who started what first. It's just about the sheer quality of the content. Going for so long and still being, like, I was about to say supremely relevant, but what I'll say is extremely relevant. But hold on. I've just realised it's getting quite dark in here. Look at that. Yeah. Verf, one chunk goat. Just unbelievable. Again, I go back to storytelling, all the narrative, everything, the editing. You know, when you watch videos like Verf's, like Josh's, where you're watching for 40 minutes sometimes, 50 minutes, and it just goes by in a flash. I think there's nothing more you can say about a series when you get to that point. You're just like, this is incredible. This is going to be remembered for a long, long time. And you can talk to anybody in the One Chunk chat, in the One Chunk community, people who watch One Chunk content. If you say, tell me one of the best series you've ever watched, Verf's name is going to come up, I guarantee you, 95% of the time. Just unbelievable. S tier all the way. Absolutely guaranteed. Whereas everyone after knew there was some kind of level of success attached. Look, I think just unbelievable. Just actually unbelievable. I have nothing. There's nothing more to say. Just absolutely unbelievable. So for fear of gushing even further, we're going to move on to Mark. Mark RS. Chunky Thorpe. Started in Burthorpe as an extreme. I think having a chunk account that starts with so many capes around them is such a brave start. Like, it's such a brave start. You know, you got the strength cape, the attack cape, the herblore cape. There's just so much stuff around you. It's brave. It's very brave. And I think the way that Mark went about it with all the flinching and all this kind of stuff, I think it was just really good. And the series, it went on for ages before he had to, obviously slow down a bit and do this, that, and the other. But I just think it was quality work. It's quality work. And you saw, well, it's something that I really like about, because people like Verf and Frey and all these other, like Telecon, all these other people that start their chunk accounts and they've had experience in making videos before. You kind of see a jump and then that jump just kind of continues up. Whereas people like Mark, for example, starting off first video they've ever made and then seeing the progression through that series of this is my first ever video and this is now where we are. I like to see that progression, and Mark had that very clear first video, and then it kept getting better and better and better and better and better. Beautiful. So I think I'd put Mark in the A tier. I think I thoroughly enjoyed the start. I thoroughly enjoyed the sticking to the rules. I thoroughly enjoyed the braveness of having all that crazy stuff around him and just going, you know what, I'm still going to do it anyway and see how it goes. So, absolute A tier. Well done to Mark RS. Right. Cox Chunk. Agile Tom. Starting in the self-proclaimed hardest chunk there is. Not sure if that's the case, but maybe he's right. Maybe he's right. You know, starting at the Chambers of Xeric as an extreme account. Now that is talking of brave, starting at the Chambers of Xeric. Like, I'm crap at PVM. I'm crap at raids. I'm crap at it all. You know, I chop trees. 60 million woodcutting XP, that's a piece of cake compared to, you know, trying to complete 2,000 challenge mode chambers. I don't think I'd have been able to do it personally. And if I had done it, it would have taken a lot longer than he has. So I can't think of a world where it's not S tier. Like, like 95 fletching, just with dead trees, unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. However, have we got any mods on? Can we get on this mods? Hold on, maybe I can do it here. Don't pin it. Come on, Waltz. What are you pinning it for? You tit. Right, who's sacking the mods? I think I need to be sacking some mods right now. Unbelievable. Anyway, where was I? Sorry. Going back to, yes, King Kellington, correct. He has 5 beavers, which honestly should put him in D tier automatically, because that's an affront to me personally. Like, how has this man got 5 beavers and I haven't got 1 yet? Ridiculous. Jagex, get on it, please. However, having said that, you know, with the 5 beavers to one side, quality storytelling, the editing just got better and better and better throughout the whole series. He stuck to the grinds. You know, he could have easily quit at any point on all of the stuff that he was doing, but he didn't. He stuck to it. And here we are 2 years later, and he rolls a new chunk. And then he makes the chunk rolls look like a penis. Like, what more do you want? What more do you want? That's cinema. That is absolute cinema. Cox Chunk doing Cox rolls chunks to look like Cox. I mean, what more do you want? That is absolute cinema. Absolute cinema. Well done to Cox Chunk, Agile Tom, for rolling new chunks finally after 2 years. Amazing. He had 2 what are they called? Why's my mind gone blank? He had 2 articles written about him. He didn't know about them, but 2 articles written about him. He had thousands of people watching him do his chunk roll. He got multiple new subscribers, and you know, he's got like plus 70 people now watching him on Twitch at once. Amazing. Just absolutely amazing. Right, this is one that people might not know. Viewers of my series might know who this is. He got like 5k new subs, really deserved. Absolutely, absolutely. That is wild. 5k new subs is wild. And now he is on a big new death chunk, but you know. So this is Cozy Boy 001. It's Dr. Pepper 700 in game. Started at Catherby. Started as a vanilla account. I I can't describe, okay? This chunk account was the inspiration behind me using lo-fi hip-hop in my series. I watched Cozy Boy do his Catherby start, and he had these like... He'd do these like breaks in his series where the video would be him doing all of his skill and stuff, and then there's a break, and then he'd have like a little musical section where he put a song in that he really enjoyed, and he was just like, listen to this song. And I was just like, it's so good. It's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. So that inspired me to start using music in my series and use the lo-fi hip hop. So I have a lot of love for Cozy Boy and Cozy Boy's series. Unfortunately, he hasn't released an episode in a long time. I think he's got a lot of in real life stuff going on. But I would love to see a return of Dr. Pepper 700. Like 100%. What a good series. I'm going to put it in A tier because the series was very good. It did a lot of grinds. To get out of Catherby, he had to get all the big fish, and he had to get really high fletching and all sorts. And he did it all, and he got to move on quite a bit. But the music was just so good. Music was goated there. Exactly. So if anyone hasn't seen Cozy Boy's series and you kind of like the vibes of my series, go watch Cozy Boy's series because it was just beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Right. Buzz RS. The daddy. The absolute daddy. Falla daddy. I can't. Just unbelievable. That human being is wild. Like, genuinely wild. I just can't. He's so wild. The grinds that man does is just ridiculous. Like, absolutely ridiculous. And the fact that he was like, you know what? This extreme lark, it's a bit easy, I need to make this extreme thing a bit harder. So he makes up his own rule set for Supreme, which just takes it to that. Just unbelievable. And I can't be a Supreme chunker myself and not put Buzz, the Supreme Overlord, the Supreme King, in the S tier. Because, amazing. Absolutely amazing. Buzz, genuinely, Cozy Boy inspired me to do the music in my videos, but Buzz inspired me to do Supreme. Because when I saw Buzz, his channel and his series, it was already a few episodes in, and having that first episode of just seeing him get so many levels, he's got 120 million woodcutting XP. 120 million. Wait, hold on. We don't like vocals in our music. I just don't like. I just can't. That man is crazy. He does some really wild stuff. Oh, big love for Buzz. Big love for Buzz in the series. He didn't do Farming Pet, but the rest in terms of grinds has been in the top of chunk accounts. Absolutely. And, to be fair to him, he did get 120 million woodcutting XP to get to 88 farming. So I think, for me personally, I'd be like, you know what? You don't have to get Tangeroot, mate. You did your time. You really, really did your time. Like, absolutely. What a guy. Okay, next one on the list. Many of you that aren't in the One Chunk clan won't know who this is. And I'm going to butcher his name again because I always butcher his name. So I'm just going to say it how I read it. And for people who know how it's said correctly, please say it correctly. But this is Macca. It's not right. That's not right. But it's Macca. Macca did exactly what Limpwort did, what Buzz did, and now he's done it himself. He's created his own tier of one chunking called Insane One Chunking. Now, Maka is very big in the one chunk community. He's there all the time. He's doing good work all the time, and he's a great laugh, and he's a good lad. And I really enjoyed his series. He did a league series as well, which I really enjoyed. It was like a 3-hour long video of him just doing leagues. I enjoyed it. It wasn't a lot of people's thing, but for me, I have a lot of time for Maka. A lot of time. The thing that annoys me the most about him and his series is that he chose this insane one chunk. Like, he does everything. There's nothing too small for Maka. If it's in his chunk, he's going to do it. Regardless, he'll get all of the implin drops. He'll, buy everything from all the shops. He'll do the highest level of the highest skill on the highest thing. He'll get all the clue drops and just endless stuff. Hey, Captain, thanks for the sub. Lovely to see you.
Captain Kinskjeg just subscribed for 3 months. Hannibal rank number 1 easy.
Rank number 1. I don't know about that. But the fact that he started... Look, he chose an insane thing, and he said this is going to be the most insane thing ever, and then he started in Castle Wars. So he didn't have to do anything different to anybody else. He started in Castle Wars. But then after he finished Castle Wars and he got out, then it started to really ramp up, and it was crazy. So I'm going to give good old Maka B tier, because even though I love the guy dearly, and he's done some great work, starting in Castle Wars as an insane chunker, it's just silly. Just very, very silly. And the faces that everyone's pulling in the chat, that is a classic Maka-ism. We've got Plague Chunk up next, but for some reason in my list, Plague Chunk is after Limpwort, so I don't know why that's happening. But Ganked, where are you, Ganked? Show yourself. Plague Chunk. So Plague Chunk started in West Ardee, obviously. I mean, you kind of got it from the name and the picture. Obviously started as Extreme One Chunker. It's just the voice. Plague, the voice. It just sells everything for me. It just sells the whole thing. Like, the series is amazing. The editing is wicked. The pacing's really good. We want more videos, obviously. Please give us more videos. But the voice just really sends it. I just think sometimes you can have a really cool concept. You can edit things super well and have it look really cool. But if you don't have the right voice for it, sometimes it makes it drop a little bit. And I think that's also true for the opposite, where things might not be edited supremely like Josh perfection levels, but the voice really just lifts it up, just proper lifts it up. And I just think that, beautiful, just beautiful. Plague, just keep it up, just really keep it up. And obviously now Plague's doing cameos with people, which I'm loving as well. Just amazing. Just keep it up, really. So I'm going to put Plague in A tier. I think coming out of the gates as well as you have done, the first video or two, you were flying. So, just amazing. Absolutely amazing. Right, okay. The GOAT. The greatest of all time. I think there's quite a few people you could put in a GOAT tier. And I think, but essentially S is the GOAT tier minus Frey. But it just... amazing. Just amazing. It just created a whole... it's just a whole thing. You know what I mean? Like, you've got Alex creating it initially. Amazing. That the thought of coming up with that one chunk at a time concept is just beyond measure. It set off an entire community. And if I could put Alex in here, I would have put a new tier at the top just to put Alex in it for setting it all off. But for then Limpwork to smash that into the mainstream, just throw it out there and just go, you know what, we're going to make this harder, we're going to make this cooler, and we're going to sell this concept to literally so many people. I think it's just amazing. It's just absolutely amazing. Like, Limpwork really paved the way for most of us to do what we're doing. And obviously I'm putting Verf in that same bracket, but we've already talked about Verf, and I don't want to glaze too much more. But, you know, it paved the way for a lot of us to do what we are doing now. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. And the grinds, oh my God. Some of these, get your voices out of my songs, please. Sorry. The fact that the grinds that man has done, just wild, just absolutely wild. The bagged plank grind was crazy, like absolutely crazy. The KQ grind was miserable, absolutely miserable. And the fact that he had the bloody pet that whole time, never forgiven, never forgiven. The giant mole thing, just unbelievable. But what I will say, the first ever chunk account that I watched was not Limpwork. Limpwork was not my first chunk account that I watched. My first chunk account that I watched was Verf. And that's actually what got me into one chunk in the first place, was Verf. But I found Limpwork through Verf, and it's just wicked. Just absolutely wicked. His early videos are a bit rough. They are very rough, but he managed to retain the audience. He managed to keep people interested without having the supreme editing skills and the pacing and the storytelling. He didn't need any of that. He just needed his dedication to the grind. That's all he needed, and it kept people entertained. And the fact that kept steamrolling and picking up speed into this like mammoth thing that he has now, just quality work, absolute S tier. Limpwork is crazy, absolutely crazy. Got a lot of people saying Slay Brother. Oh, Slay Brother, damn it, I forgot Slay Brother completely. I'm going to have to apologise. I'm going to do some honorary mentions at the end, but I need to apologise because there's a lot of people that I've missed off this list. I completely forgot about Slay Brother. Yeah, Alex, Limpwork, Slay Brother, Josh. I did forget Implin Only as well, but Implin Only is on my honorary mentions. Blue, sorry. I'm going to read out a list of honorary mentions, and everybody else that I haven't mentioned in those mentions should also get a mention. Right, the next one on the list is Clubs. Clubs RS, starting in Prifdinus as an Extreme 1 chunk. Like, what a guy. Like, what a guy. The dedication to go... The dedication to go for Prif as your starting chunk is just crazy. Because not only do you have to do a lot of work to get there, but once you get there, you still have to do a lot of work. Because you're in Prif. Like, you've got Gauntlet, you've got Zolcano, you've got that massive agility grind, there's just so much stuff there. It was just so good. However, Mr. Prif, Mr. Clubs, I've never been sold on the idea of Prif as a one chunk, because you have to get so much. You have to get so many levels to get there. That's the problem. Like, you already have to do half the work to actually get to that point. which is the thing that never really sold me on the idea of it. However, clubs sold me on the idea of it when he got there. And the fact that he did the, this is me working towards the first chunk, and then here's the first chunk. I liked that as well, because you at least got to keep up to date with how he got there and what he did. So I'm going to give it B tier, because the editing and the content of the series is A tier, but with my own prejudices with the 4 chunks, and all of the requirements you have to get, it just never sat quite right with me. But to Club's, to his praise, he sold me on the idea, and I really enjoyed the series. If you haven't seen Clubs' Priff series, go watch it, because one of the later videos he did, it absolutely popped off, and it was amazing. Well edited, very good story. It was really well paced, and I just can't. It's just so good. It's just so good. But I'm prejudices against all the requirements. I didn't like that. Right, Lunatar. Could you place Limpwood all the way to the left? I can place Limpwood all the way to the left. Absolutely. I mean, I can move this around a bit. You put Frey there. I can put Buzz there. That looks about right, yeah. Frey's basically like an A plus S minus, right? That's what we're saying. Lunatar has been sat here very patiently, waiting for this moment. Beautiful. Beautiful. Relica, as in the account name, starting in Relica, as in the place. As an extreme, again, another one of the accounts where out of the gate, it just went off straight out of the gate. It was amazing. It was well put together. It was well edited. The story was really good. And the fact that the voice, again, I've got to go back to this again, all right? Just bear with me, all right? The voice, in my opinion, is probably the best voice in the One Chunk community. And I don't want that to be offensive to any of the other One Chunkers, because I like everybody's voice, which is why I watch the videos. But Lunatar sounds like he's from Relica. Very well put. Very well put. I just think it's high quality. It's got great story. It's got great pacing. The voice adds a lot to it. The starting chunk was very original from what I remember. I don't really remember too many Relica starts. And I really liked the idea of starting in Relica, and then all of a sudden you've just got all of these islands that just appear, and you're just like, you can now do, you could go and do Dagonoth Kings, you could be at Vorkath, you could be going off and doing Basilisks, and it's got all this, it's got all this stuff around it. I think I'm gonna have to put him in S tier. I'd considered A tier, but no, I think it sneaks into S tier. I think it does sneak into S tier, because it's now a long running series, and he's done a lot of crazy grinds with the blast furnace and all this kind of stuff. So I think the more you think about it, the more that it starts to fall into the category with everyone else in the S tier. Long running, big grinds, lots of excitement, great storytelling, and all that kind of stuff. I did have to do a double take when I saw the face cam of Lunatar for the first time. Did not match in my mind. Yeah, it's great voice. Absolutely great voice. Right, look who we've got here. Spoon. Where is Spoon? Oh, sorry. Apologies. There we go. Spoon. Is Spoon still here? starting in Varlamore, Fortis West Bank as an extreme. It's just, again, another one of those ones that it just seemed to capture the community. Like Spoon, I didn't know about Spoon for a long time until everybody in the clan chat was talking about Spoon. And it's just being able to capture the chunk community in a way where I don't think he's got that many videos out total, but he managed to capture the whole community together with those small amount of videos. And I think that's a very hard thing to do. Like, it takes something very specific to get you, well known within the chunk community. And I think it's so well done that he's managed to do that. That, second to the series and what, the time and effort he puts into the series, I think that is a really cool thing that you have to talk about, and you have to say that it was a feat of its own. And people still talk about Spoon in the clan chat to this day. So I'm going to put Spoon in. No, I think, to be fair, no offense to Spoon, I should put you in the B tier. And that's not to say that I don't think you're amazing, because I think you are. And I think you need to make more videos. But I've been making comments about people not making enough videos and etc, etc. So I think I've got to do that. But there's so many, you've been doing so many crazy grinds, to be fair. But I think it's a quality series, and again, I think the fact that you're on this list should say enough. D until I finish Colosseum. Very true, very true. Right, we're going to start with another one here. Shifty Chunks. Starting in Lumbridge, has an hour to spend in the chunk before he then has to shift chunks. So, I thought the idea was very cool. I thought the idea of you spend 1 hour in one chunk, do as much as you can, and then you have to shift to a new chunk. And until you've completed everything in the chunk, you can't tick it off. So then obviously you can come back to chunks later on. I think it was a great idea. And I think execution-wise, very good. But there's a lot of videos. I think there's a bit of oversaturation of videos, but I do think the videos that he makes are very well put together, and I think it's a very good story that's developing. Also, I don't like seasons. He's done seasons. I don't like seasons. I don't know why I don't like seasons. Hold on, I'm going to need to bank. But I think very good. Very good. And I would suggest to watch Shifty Chunks if you want something that's slightly different. Because it's still one chunking, still an extreme chunker, still has to do everything an extreme chunker would do, but has only got an hour time limit per chunk, which means he's able to do these really fast-paced stuff, which is great, and I think YouTube kind of laps some of that up. But I think if he made more concentrated videos, where they're a bit longer, he might be able to put a bit more storytelling into it, which might push it a bit further, and just make it into something that is like super interesting to watch rather than just being interesting to watch. You know what I mean? So I'm thinking B tier. We haven't put anyone in C tier yet. Maybe I should put Shifty in C tier just for the fun of it. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, and as Skeldor said, if we're going by golf rules, I don't know. I think it's in between C and B. Like, very much good videos, great idea behind the series. C, but it'll shift to B in an hour. Exactly. Very good. Very good. Mickaroo. started very close to me, which I appreciate because not many people have done that. Sir Camelot in game started in Camelot as an extreme. You know, this guy is massive in the RS3 community, absolutely massive. And the fact that he managed to move across from RS3 into old school and still be able to keep up the numbers, crazy, absolutely crazy. And he's just reached 100,000 subscribers. Absolute top class work. And even though now he's kind of slowed down on uploads because of the grinds that he's currently doing, he has put out very consistent, very well edited, very kind of story driven content, which I think is very, very cool. And I think that starting in Camelot was a new thing. You know, no one had started in Camelot that I'd seen. And the fact that he made quite a lot of progression pretty quickly was very good. He had a lot of big grinds that he had to do as well. You know, he had the stone, and he's now doing smithing and all this kind of stuff. So he is up there with the grinders. Like, he really is up there with the grinders. So I think I'm gonna have to put him in S tier. I think I have to put him in S tier because it's just top quality content. You know, the editing is so well done. It just really is so well done. And the fact that he puts all that time and effort and love into the videos, I think it really shows. And to be honest, I'd like to put everyone in S tier, but I've got to be fair. You know, I've got to be very fair. But I think S tier. I think it has to be. Just like another one of those series that I can easily just sit and watch and enjoy. Right, we've only got a few more left now. We've been doing this for quite a while. We've been doing this for over an hour now. We've got our good friend Foley. Skimmy Extreme started in the Hunters Guild. Is an Extreme 1 chunk. I think, again, Foley is another one of those people, I think exactly like Spoon, where very quickly people in the 1 chunk community knew who he was. Sorry, Semi-Extreme. My apologies. Knew who he was. Knew about the grinds that he was doing. And the grinds were just painful. Some of those grinds were really painful. And I think, again, another one of those ones where more videos would be better because we want to see progression. We want to see where Foley can go with what he's doing. But I think it's great work from Foley. And I think it's, again, great work to be able to capture all of the chunk community in the way that him and Spoon and all these people have managed to do. I think it's good. It's really good. So I'm going to put him right next to good old Spoony Boy, side by side, brothers in arms. And I think, again, as we kind of, as he makes more videos and he puts more time and effort into what he's doing, I think you're going to see the same thing as Mark, where first videos are a bit, you know, they're good and you get the concept, but you know that it's going to go somewhere, and then it does. And I put me in that exact same thing. You know, my first video was pants, absolute pants. But then over time, it got a little bit better and a little bit better and a little bit better. And now I'm about D plus C minus. Yeah. Source Chunk. So Source Chunk has a series. I don't know if anybody knows that Source Chunk has a series, but he has a vanilla series. Quite a long running vanilla series, actually. But one of the reasons why I wanted to include Source Chunk in this, on top of the fact that, you know, he has an actual series, is the fact that he created the chunk picker, which made everybody's lives so much easier. Like, without Source Chunk, I think all of the stuff we do would be such a pain in the arse. Like, you'd have to sit there and figure it out, and it just takes so long, and it'd be such a mess. And people, you know, you'd be uploading videos where it's like these are the chunk tasks I've got. And then people will be like, no, that's not right. You've missed this and you've missed that. And it'd be a garbage mess. But the fact that he's managed to, pretty much on his own from what I understand, put together this whole website that does all of the thinking for you. All you have to do is go click, click, and that's it. It does it all for you. Just, I think I'm agreeing with a lot of people in the chat. Put him left of Limpwort, because even though Limpwort really paved the way for a lot of people, Source Chunk provided all of the things that you would need to pave the way. So, I supported Source Chunk on Patreon for the longest time because he's done so much for the community, and the fact that he, manages the One Chunk clan, he manages the One Chunk Discord, he manages the Chunk Picker. Just amazing, absolutely amazing. And Nantuko, I think that is absolutely spot on. Source made Chunkman watchable and followable. Completely agree. It gives you a really easy to use thing that you don't even have to have a series. You don't even have to know what you're doing. You just go on the website and it step by step takes you through how to set it up, what the rules mean, what you need to do. And it rolls chunks for you. Like everybody that rolls chunks uses Source Chunk's roll thing. You know, the fancy rolling where it scrolls and then it goes, pa! I don't know what that looks like, obviously. I'm still in my first chunk. But yeah, I think S tier for sure. For sure. Extreme Gnome. Again, another one of these people that does so much for the chunk community. Like so much. So, Extreme Gnome with an E. But then the account, Extreme Gnome without the E. Started in the Grand Tree, obviously, as a gnome. Doing an Extreme account. Long-running series. Made a lot of progress. Done a lot of cool stuff. A lot of crazy grinds. He's got a great voice. He does really good storytelling. His editing is getting better and better all the time. Like, he puts so much effort outside to make his videos really good. 32,000 laps on the gnome course is crazy. Like, just crazy. And the fact that not only does he do that, but every single one of these people on this list has been documented by Extreme Gnome and put into a spreadsheet so that anybody who's in the Chunk chat or in the Chunk Discord that goes, I need a new series to watch, you just get pushed onto this Extreme Gnome list and it's got everybody there, and he keeps it up to date and he makes it better and better. And recently he made us that monster finder, whatever it was called, game for us to play, which was really cool. It was really cool. And he said he's going to make that better and better as well. Gnome gets extra points for being a cool surfer dude. And he does, yeah, he has his own book series that he does. He's just a talented guy, really talented guy. And he does put a lot of time and effort into his series. Now, I'm going to be a bit controversial here, because I know people are saying S tier, but I think I'm going to put him in A tier. And I think he's up there with the most attractive chunkers. I'd agree with that. I would agree with that. I think the reason why I'm going to put him in A tier specifically is because there's so much more that he can do, and I'm so excited to see the more stuff that he will do. And if I put him in S tier, that's saying that he has reached his limit, and I don't think he has. I think he's got a lot more to offer. And I think once he stops traveling the world like a cool guy, going outside and touching grass, like, what? But no, I won't put him at the bottom of A. I think I'd put him at the top of A. I forgot that we were ranking these in certain orders. Sorry. I think he's got a lot that he's going to do, which is going to really push him to being amazing, like really amazing. So I'm excited to see that. Right, we're on to the last one. The last one. Zen Chunker. Does anybody know who Zen Chunker is? Because if you don't know who Zen Chunker is, I think that is a crime. I think that is a crime. Because Zen Chunker, so started in the Grand Exchange, started as a vanilla account, called Zen Chunker on YouTube and in game. But the thing that Zen Chunker brings to the table is my exact vibe. Like my exact vibe. If you watch my video, you see the chill, lo-fi, it's all kind of, you know, fun and floaty, and you know, it's that, but better. Because Zen Chunker does it better. You know, the vibes of the whole series, and she's got quite a lot of videos now, like quite a lot of videos, which is really good because there's a lot of content out there to just vibe with. And I think it would be a crime for me to put Zen Chunker in S tier when I've just put Gnome in A tier. So I'm going to put Zen Chunker in A tier as well. But as my vibe, if I was like, I want to watch a video, the Zen Chunker is probably the video I would watch because it's super chill. Just super, super chill. You could almost put her series and my series side by side and just be like, it's basically the same, but this Zen Chunker is going out and buying McDonald's, and this Hannibal Chunker is the McDonald's we have at home. You know what I mean? We're the same, but I'm the at home crap version, and Zen Chunker's the going out and eating fancy version. I know I use McDonald's as an example. It was a bad example, whatever. So that's my tier list. That is my tier list. I'd probably make a lot of changes to this if you asked me to do it again. Like if you said sit now for the next hour and review this, I guarantee you I would move them all around. But I don't want to do that. I want to keep it as it is. I'm sticking to it. Although I'd probably move Skeldor up to the top, to be honest with you, but you know. Can you run through who they are all, please? I joined late and don't recognise all of them. Feel like I missed out on some good content. Well, I'm going to be posting the list. I might post the list on YouTube, actually. I might do it there. Yeah, why Skeldor D tier? Skeldor asked for D tier, to be fair. Bro just got Skeldor and Frey confused and swapped their ranks. Oh, yeah, sorry. One thing I want to do as well is honorary mentions. So I have a list here that I prepared, and I'm going to read those out. Crack with a K was right at the top. Once I'd finished the list, and today I sat down and I was like, you know what? I feel bad for like missing a load of names out, so I'm going to have a little review of all of my subscriptions and whatever, and I come up with a list. And this list is obviously there's plenty more people I can put on this list, but Crack with a K is at the top because Colosseum, completing the Colosseum at that level was just wild, like absolute wild, just unbelievable. And then I've got Inukes, Ardichunk, great guy. Sometimes he's a bit strange in the One Chunk clan, and he says some out of pocket stuff, but a great guy. Bowser, again, great series, beautiful. Frosty Bard, I mean, come on, just come on. Great series, great music. What a guy! Can't believe I missed it. Fun Chunk Man. More so for the fact that Fun Chunk Man is very well known in the Chunk community. Very, very cool. I really enjoy talking to Fun Chunk Man. Fun Chunk Man drops into here every now and again. So I thought that was great. Implin only. What can I say? just craziness again, just absolute craziness. The grinding, the idea, amazing. So I am sorry that I missed Implin only out of the list. I've got Volty on the list. Volty was the person that actually invited me into the clan chat. Volty was the first person to come and talk to me in Sears Village when I first started my account. So I give a shout out to Volty as well. Grind Year, you know, another Supreme account, unfortunately no longer with us. Not the actual person, the series. So it's really sad to see Grind Year go, but shout out to Grind Year. Shout out to Armadillo Ninja, another one that started and then faded away to do other stuff. Very sad to see. Piku Fighter, I got Piku in the list. I saw Piku here earlier. Bushy Boy as well. Bushy Boy. Great series. And I did not forget Sakus. I did from the main list, but I remembered Sakus for the honorary mentions. Again, crazy series, crazy grinds, just some of the wildest things you're going to see. Having the whole of the Isle of Souls, there's so many grinds to do on that island as there is, but starting with all of them was wild. You know, doing all of the Soul Wars stuff was just, it was mind-blowing. Sakus, I don't know if Sakus is still here, finished at what, like 3rd in the world or something at the end of all of that? Sakus, what was it? What did you finish at in the end? Because that was just, it was just wild. Just absolutely wild. Yeah, what was the rank? What was your rank? 2 for hardcore. 2nd in the world for hardcore Iron Man. Wild. Absolutely wild. And there's probably plenty more names that I forgot about. There's probably plenty of series out there that I haven't watched yet and that I just need to get onto it. And I would take this as a time for everybody to suggest to me more series that you would recommend. What I might do actually is I might post my whole list of the people we talked about today, the honorary mentions. I'll post them all on my YouTube community page, and feel free to, on that community post, to say the names of other people you think should have made the list and other people that you would like to have seen included, or people that you want me to watch, want me to check out, because I've got a big backlog of things that I need to watch, but I'm always happy to add people to the backlog. So I will get around to them eventually. And hopefully, you know, this was all for a bit of fun. So hopefully I didn't upset anybody with my rankings here, because generally, if this wasn't just for, you know, a bit of fun, I'd probably put most people in A or S tier, because I think everyone just... Anybody that takes the time to make YouTube videos and put them out to the world, it's a big deal. You know, you're kind of putting yourself out there. You're laying you as a person out on the table and just being like, huh? What do you think? Good? Bad? You know, and you get a lot of people who just like to spread hate online, and they will go to your videos and they will just say hateful stuff. And you don't really get much of that, not to the extent in real life, where you've got like thousands of people to you personally and being like, I think you're shit. You know, I don't like that kind of stuff. And the fact that these people are brave enough to put themselves out there like that by making videos, 10 out of 10. Absolutely 10 out of 10. Where Beaver? I don't have Beaver yet. We are trying. So I'm going to take a nice little screenshot of this. I'm going to post it in my community post with all the list. And what I'll do is I may make this into a video for the YouTubes. And I would like to say that everybody on this list I am friends with. So, excuse me, lyrics. We don't like vocals. They're supposed to be instrumental. Unbelievable. Sorry. Yeah, so what was it? I completely lost track of what I was saying there. Who's the angler hat guy? That is Cozy Boy 001. Dr. Pepper 700. What a guy. Absolutely amazing. Oh yeah, the video. Yes. What I would like to do is probably make it into a video. And I would like to think that I'm friends with everybody on this list. So making the video and sharing it out there, they're not going to be angry about it. However, I will check with everybody just to make sure. First. Not friends. Blue. We can be friends. Absolutely. You were just saying about how our friendship ended today. Skeldor, don't be like that. I liked you the most. Is Buzz there? Buzz is there. Buzz is right here. After Josh. Better than Josh, not as good as Verf. So, thank you all for spending that time with me to have that bit of fun. I hope you all enjoyed it. What we're going to do now is go back to our regularly scheduled content of chopping trees in Sears Village. One thing I was actually interested in... Chop tree, idiot! One thing I'm actually interested in is what to do next. Because obviously we did a big 50 subscriber goal to get us to do this tier list. And hopefully I did it justice enough to warrant the 50 subscribers. But what do you think should be next? What should I do next? I'm happy to do more tier lists, to be honest, but whatever you think is going to be fun. Get the drop next. I am trying. We are currently at 60,100,000 XP. We also got to 42 farming from Lampin. We've got almost 800,000 logs in the bank. Oh, we just hit the sub goal, but I didn't see anybody sub. What was that? Thank you to whoever that was. It didn't pop up on the screen. Maybe it was delayed. Maybe it was the delayed one. Oh, nice. Is that nearly a full 3 times dry? It is. So we are currently at, and you can see it as it's going right here. We are at 2.95 times dry. Do a tier list of all the pets you've got so far. Brilliant. Best tasting gravy from all restaurants. Not a chance. Tier list of all the trees in Sears Village. I could do that pretty quickly, actually. Do a tier list of your favourite chunks so far. They're all Sears Village, and they always will be. Have you passed the woodcutting XP I predicted for Beaver? I don't remember what I put now. We can have a look, certainly. Woefus. We have, unfortunately. Woefus, you went for 57 million. Just under 57 million. So apologies, you are well out. Starting chunks tier list. All 500. Bloody hell. Fingers crossed for that last 5% dry over. Yeah. Tier list of all the chunks you haven't rolled. Why are you guys coming with so much hate today? Tier list of Cox chunk beavers. Rubbish. Oh, beeves. 99 woodcutting. I can't be overshadowing the 99 woodcutting with a beaver drop tonight, surely. Tier list of skilling pets. I could do a tier list of skilling pets. Karaoke stream. That is not a stream I think you want to watch. What I can say, actually, for people that might be new, we have a Excel spreadsheet of the experience guesses for when I get the beaver. So when the beaver drops, what experience will I be on? Everyone is taking part and guessing their own amount of XP. So if you want to join in, you just need to drop in the chat how many millions of XP you think I'll have when I get the beaver. Obviously more than 60.1, because that's where we're at right now. And if you are the closest to the correct guess, you will win. You'll win 2 bonds. You'll get to name the beaver, whatever you want to name it. You'll get instant VIP to the Twitch chat, but I'm going to figure out what it is for the YouTube chat for the people that don't do Twitch. And you may get a trophy if you're happy for me to send it to you. It's a little beaver that looks exactly like this, but painted. It's a little beaver with a little like pedestal here. So you might even get that trophy, which would be a one of a kind. So, right, got a few people guessing. So, Harambeg GS, you're going for 72 34000. 72 mil. That is quite a way away. Plague, I'm sure you've guessed, haven't you? You have, and you guessed 59.46, so you've only just gone out. Spoon, let's have a look. Chuck treat, idiot. Spoon, you guessed 100 mil, so you're still in it for now. Who else we've got? Doggy. I don't know if that's how you actually pronounce that, but I'm going for it because I like the sound of it. Doggy. 69.69. We can put you in on that, absolutely. Chunk Quest. I don't think you have, actually. No, you haven't, Chunk Quest, so go ahead. How many 69 million guesses are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 people. So, what's the channel point redeem for get your hammer and fix that wheel? I won't be fixing that wheel. Not a chance. It is Dougie. How many subs to guess a second time? Too many. Too many. 87.3? Bloody hell, Chunk Quest. Do me dirty. 87, 300, 000. You're on the list, Chunk Quest. You're on the list. Just checking in to see if I made the list. You did make the list, Brewscape. You did. You got F tier. F tier for being rubbish. You didn't get F tier. F tier for being late. Absolutely. Bumping you down. You're getting bumped down now. F for fuck yeah, great series. Absolutely. No, I'm going to reach out to all of the people on the list who weren't here and just make sure that they are okay and don't hate me. Please don't hate me. Etienne, okay. Did I say that right? Oh, I really went for that one then. Etienne. You've gone for 104 mil. Bloody hell. Right, you're on the list. Just returned from my walk. I guess Limp got S tier right. Limp did get S tier, of course. Brewscape got B tier for beer and brews. And Balin. I mean, Sailing. No, we had a good time. We had a very good time doing the tier list. It was quite fun. I got to swoon over a few of my favourite creators, which was very fun. And hopefully none of them hate me now. And hopefully I will be one day accepted into the tier list in the S tier. But I think I've got to get the Beaver first. Where is this tier list? Is it accessible anywhere? It is not accessible anywhere, but what I can do for you is just give you a little peek. Hold on. There's a little peek of what the tier list looks like. So we've got Source Chunk, Limpwort, Verf, BuzzRS, Josh Isn't, Agile Tom, Lunatar, Micah and Frey in the S tier. Then we've got Extreme Gnome, Happery, Chunk Evil, Fnatic OSRS, Telecon, Mark RS, Cozy Boy 001, Ganked Zen Chunker in A tier. And then we've got Brewscape, Cam Doozle, Ordo RS, Quad, Macca, Clubs, Spoon and Filet in B tier. And then you've got Shifty in C tier, and then you've got Skeldor in D tier. Sorry, Skeldor. I love you dearly. But what I'm going to do is, once the stream is finished, I will post all of that onto YouTube. And then I will probably make a video out of the actual... I'll take the VOD and I'll just chop it up. What's current XP? My current XP is at 60.1 million. Did you do GeoGuessr yet today? We have not done GeoGuessr today. Shifting C will have to shift your opinion still. Beaver for B tier. I'd take Beaver for B tier, absolutely. If you make the video, the thumbnail should be you in S tier and everyone else in F tier. True. Very true. All right then, Patrick. Hold on. Patrick Magori Moran. And you've gone for 60. 596. 240. You're on the list. Thank you, Patrick. Didn't hear a response because ad. Essentially, yes. There will be a thing posted and you'll be able to see them all. And I'll probably make a video as well. Do you want to? Yeah, quite happy to do whatever. We've done Jingle today. We've also done the tier list, which was the subscriber goal. We do need to have a think about what the next subscriber goal is. Play GeoGuessr. Is Smurf here, I wonder? I assume Smurf is here. Because he's a good lad. And he's a good mod. It's Lumbridge. It's Lumbridge. Something to do with gravy, maybe. That was fun. No more gravy. I'm holding off all food challenges completely because I medically should not be doing them. But other things like, you know, the tier list was a great idea from Ganked. So thanks again to Ganked for suggesting that we do the tier list. But if you throw some ideas at me, I'll definitely do something. Right, GeoGuessr. GeoGuessr. I think Smurfs updated this, so there should be a new one on here now. So let's view a tier list. Damn, you're expecting 3 beavers. I am not expecting 3 beavers. I have expected 3 beavers. He has updated it. Okay, thank you, Brett. All right then. Seeing as he has updated it, let's start the game. Ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Kutanov. What we're looking at here, this looks very, very Varlamore. Alderin. think it's Alderin. What is that? Do you reckon that is a furnace? Could be a furnace. Oh, it's a... Oh, obviously Celtigrim. There is a ladder in there as well. And a fence. House next to the house portal looks like a range. So you got a fence here and wraps around. So that, yeah, it could be there because that looks like a ladder symbol. Could be arranged. There's the fence. The door is there. Not a bad shout. To the right of the Alderin text, tree stove and room. No, I think that's too dark and there's dead trees and stuff and we don't have any dead trees here. There is a tree there though, and there is a tree right there. So I'm fairly convinced early on. Yeah. Hello, Scully. Lovely to see you. Everyone say hello to the Skuld. The Wonder Man can do anything. Literally anything. Right. Actually, no, I'm going to move this over slightly there. Let's see what happens. Hey, 1,000 out of 1,000. Easy peasy. Right. I can't do a backflip, sorry to disappoint. That is a shame. That is a big shame. Next one. Ooh, look at that. It's Lumbridge. Where would that be? What are these trees here? Why is the bark so dark? The famous Lumbridge hog. Obviously Celtigrim. I don't know where that would be. Tutorial Island where groups are. West of Tiamat. Where? West of Tiamat in Varlamore. Where's Tiamat? Oh, here. Oh, we're talking about this bit. Trollheim, methinks. I did these about 5 minutes before the stream started. That's some dedication. Next to Edgeville. Next to Edgeville? I've not seen these things next to Edgeville. This is a hog. So it should be near water sounds, so it should be near lava. It's Defo Group Iron Man node. Oh, you mean here? There's a little bit of a fence here. So does that mean that we are there then? Yeah? Yeah, sold on that. Yeah, I think that looks good. There's the trees there. That wraps around off in the distance. You've got the fence behind us. I think that's pretty spot on. Nice. Well done. Loads of people coming in with the node. Yeah, I can't remember doing... Oh, no, I have done this. I didn't think you could get back here, though. But I guess there's a thing there to get you back. Fair play. Number 3. Ooh. Sneaky. Crab spotted. What was that crab meme? I can't remember how the song goes. That's Mosler Harmless topside next to 2 islands. Oh, the one with the clue on it. Here. Is that an oak tree though? Hold on. Doing a bit of exploring work. Oh, is that a mahogany tree? Oh yeah, it might be. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Okay, so it's... So that comes in and around and up, so we are about there. Is that famous Lumbridge hog? Yeah, okay. We can go for that. I think that's I think we're on it tonight. Oh, perfect. Spot on again. Well done. Number 4. Ooh, okay. Looks very Mauritania, but I feel like we might be tricked. Oh no, look at that. Or is it here? That looks like the exact same shape. Look at that. Bloop. Yeah? Swampy lizard spot. I mean, somewhere here. I don't think the shape's quite right. Because that goes off in a little, like, tear shape. But this is all kind of big and weird. Whereas this one is very, like, tear shaped. Yeah? I think we can go for that. That's UK rivers and beaches when waste treatment companies don't get punished for dumping waste. Very true. Oh, perfect. Spot on again. Is this the last one? Oh, we're on 5 out of 5. We have absolutely nailed this. Smurf is swearing right now. Right, where is that? That's in front of Fremy Slayer Cave. Slumbridge. Fremy Slayer Cave. Oh, you mean this one here? Relica. Is that where? Yeah, so that's the cave entrance there, and then there's probably a little bit there. So we're probably just more left. Definitely Lumbridge. Stop with the Lumbridge guesses. That's the fairy ring. Is that the fairy ring? Or maybe it is the fairy ring. Is that a fairy ring? I didn't think that was a fairy ring. Hold on, we can check. Oh no, it is a fairy ring. You're a bit east of that spot. No, that is a fairy ring. You're right, that is a fairy ring. So wait, where's this then? Because that's not the entrance to the cave. That's not the Freya the Slayer entrance. Unless that's just unless it's like here. Northeast. There or there? No, it doesn't. That looks a bit dark up there. This is not actually that dark. Yeah, maybe there then, somewhere like that. Yeah, I think that's not a bad shout. The cave is a bit of a throw off because this looks like somewhere you can enter, which means it'd have an one of these, but it might not actually be enterable. Yeah, okay. I'm happy to go there then, if everyone is confident, comfortable. We can make a guess. Send it! I can invade everyone else's home. Oh, perfect. Look at that. 5,000 out of 5,000. We are the smarterest, the cleverest peoples in the world. Smurf, you're going to have to step your game up, mate. You're going to have to really step it up. For those of you who have not played this game before, this was created by our very own mod and friend 5Murf. Smurf. If you want to help with this game, chuck treat, idiot. I am, thank you, Morganoth. If you want to help, you can submit your own location. So you click submit a location, and then you pick where on the map it is, and then you upload your image into the top here. And then it will send it to Smurf. Smurf will have a look at it, make sure that it's reasonable, because, you know, you don't want anything that's like super zoomed into the floor so you can't tell anything, or, you know, anything like that. Hey, Brett, thank you for the Prime. Appreciate that, buddy. So yeah, you can get in on this.
With Prime.
So please do. Smurf has put the thing in the chat. Can you also put that in the YouTube chat, please, Smurf? For anybody playing on YouTube. So yeah, get involved, please do, and you can play this game whenever you want. And Smurf, that's not in the YouTube chat. That is in the Twitch chat still. The mods are not doing very well today. We've had one pinning the spam post instead of blacklisting it. I've asked one to copy and paste the GeoGuessr thing into the YouTube chat, and he puts it in the Twitch chat. Heads will roll. I start sacking people. Thank you, Smurf. Very kind of you. That's now in the YouTube chat for people on the YouTubes. I've been siphoning fuel. I don't think you're allowed to do that. I think that's bannable. So just to go back to one of my favourite conversations, which is obviously about video games, but to go back to the conversation we had at the start of the stream about the current video games that I'm playing, I'd like to give a review of the video games that I've been playing. Obviously, excluding old school RuneScape, because it's the greatest game of all time, besides Elden Ring. So I've been playing. So I 100%ed Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, the definitive edition. I can honestly say, not bad. It was very, very nostalgic, because obviously I haven't played that game for many years. It was a fun 100%. It wasn't too difficult, but it wasn't too easy. At no point did I get overly frustrated with the whole thing, so that was good. And I would recommend it to everybody, the definitive edition, because they made things a little bit easier, but mostly kept it the same as you remember it. So, actually, having said that, the RC plane missions were still really dumb and hard, and I hated them. And there were some airplane missions that were it just took me too many goes. But other than that, very good game. How many logs do you have now? I have over 780,000 logs, Patrick, in my bank. And counting. Man with 60 million Woodcut XP wasn't overly frustrated by GTA. Yeah. It wasn't too bad. Like, generally, pretty good game, pretty easy game to play. But those couple of airplane missions, did get on my nerves a bit. Then I played through Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 Campaign Remastered. That I got 100%ed that as well. Veteran difficulty was not so bad. Was all right. Generally, a lot of the kind of side goals that you have to do, like planting the C4 in the snowstorm without being seen and stuff like that, generally quite easy. The thing that really frustrated me was trying to beat the pit time. You had to beat like 19 seconds or 19.7 seconds. That was hard. That was very hard. It was very reminiscent of the Mile High Club achievement from Call of Duty 4. It was very difficult. It really frustrated me. But when I got it in the end, it felt really good. So, just like the old Beaver, pretty frustrating for now. But when I get it, it's gonna feel good. It's gonna feel real good. So that was pretty good. I enjoyed that. I am now playing Dying Light, which is a zombie free-running parkour-y kind of game. All right. Not anything to write home about. Hello, Tom. Hope you're doing all right, buddy. Nothing to write home about. Wasn't amazing. It wasn't bad, but I'm doing the free running like challenges at the minute, and they are stressing me out. Like I'm getting physically angry because. Like parkouring around every now and again, like you want to jump onto a ledge and instead it runs you up the wall, and then you try and press R1 to grab a ledge to stop you from running up the wall, and it just jumps you off the wall. It's like proper Assassin's Creed where you kind of go up and then you go to jump and you just go and then die. Endlessly frustrating. So that's not a bad game, to be fair. It's probably one you could pick up and play through, but nothing to write home about. I'm also playing Bug Snacks, which is hilarious. It's a very childlike game where it's like Pokemon basically. You collect little snack monsters and then you help the people of the town of Bug Snacks. Or no, it's not, it's Snacksville. Very fun, very cutesy. I'm enjoying that one a lot. And then me and Bourne are playing Tiny Tina Wonderlands. D&D Borderlands crossover. Wicked game. Really enjoying that. Having lots of fun. But, and this is an exclusive, Bourne getting quite angry at the game. Now, Bourne is a sweetheart. She's incredibly lovely, incredibly kind, and an incredibly nice person. But for some reason, we start playing Tiny Tina Wonderlands, and she is... I become enemy number one. Does she also get road rage? Yeah, a little bit. But she's beautiful, she's sweet, she's kind, she's lovely. But for some reason, something about that game just, don't know, gets to her. Because, you know, like, with the Borderlands games, it's very fast paced. You kind of run in from mission to mission and you're kind of not really paying attention much, completing it, shooting loads of stuff and whatever. If I suddenly just go, she's like, why aren't you waiting for me? Why aren't you waiting for me? And I'm like, use your map. And she's like, I don't want to use the map. And this weekend just gone, we had a conversation I never thought I was going to have with her, ever. So all I wanted to do was open up her menu, go to her inventory, find the weapon she was using, click R3 to inspect it, and then click R1 and then L1 to go across a page and then back a page so that it shows all the weapon stats. Because I just wanted to see the stats of the weapon, because she was complaining about seeing some like spectral sheep or spectral ram flying around her. She couldn't figure out why. So I was trying to help her figure it out. So I was like, if you open up your invent, click on the weapon, click R3 to inspect it, R1 to go across a page, L1 to go back a page, and then I can see all of the stats for the weapon. And she kept going into the inspecting the weapon, and then I'd say click R1 then L1, and she kept clicking L1. And I was like, no, click R1 then L1. And she'd do it, and she'd go left, and I was like, no, R1 first, L1 second. And she'd click L1. And I was going like this, I was holding the controller and going, click R1 first, L1 second. And she'd click L1. And I was like, what are you doing? And she was like, I'm clicking R1. Why do you keep shouting at me? And I was like, show me on your controller. Click R1. And she clicked L1. And I was like, that's not right. Click R1. I was going, which one of these looks like an L to you? And she was like, that one looks like an L to me. And I was like, that is left. That is L1. So we had it was very funny because I was like, press R1, show me the controller and press R1, and she was clicking L1, and I was like, not that one. Oh, she's here. Everybody hide. I didn't mean to, Bon. What a noob, exactly. I love that woman, but my God, learn your lefts from rights. But we got there in the end. We found that it was a necklace she was wearing that was, when she get below 50% HP, it would spawn a spectral sheep or spectral ram that you had to shoot, and then when you kill it, it gives you HP back. So eventually she got used to it and liked it, but the other right, exactly. Click R1. No, the other R1. I've tried and it's not happening. Get over it. Sorry, Born. I'm sorry. No kill sheeps. We're not killing sheeps anymore. We've almost finished that game actually, and it's very good. What is this? I'm seeing some stuff on YouTube, but it's not actually coming through. Oh, MHG. You remember for 14 months. Holy moly. Sia Supreme has a funny feeling he's being followed. Thank you, MHG. Very, very kind of you. Oh, I've also got another one here. Patrick. Thank you for the membership over on the YouTube. Appreciate that greatly. Typical streamer fights. How goes the grind? Hello, Mao. The grind is going. It's definitely going. We're having a good time. We've currently got 526,000 oak logs and 134,000 yew logs. So we are really, really ramping up. I've literally only just managed to turn my volume up and I come into you picking on me. I'm sorry. Boom, boom, boom. Impeccable timing. She just knew. She just knew something was happening. Sorry, Born. How goes the will to live with this grind? It's high. It's high. I'm so set on winning and beating this that nothing is going to beat me. Nothing. We are getting this beaver. We are leaving this chunk. Right, Prison Pete. What animals have we got here? That one. Is the volume on your left or your right? Don't start. Surely the game will give you KQ before BA after this. I'll take anything over BA, to be honest with you. Absolutely anything. Look, I killed a few sheep at the weekend. I can add one more. Wow. Those are fighting words. Are you going to take that, Sean? Well, I wish your grind completed. You deserve a new chunk. Thank you, Matt. That's very kind of you. You know, all said and done, once this is over, it'll be a good thing to look back on. Oh, we got a lamp as well. Thank you, Pete. On to farming. Look at that. A couple more lamps away from 43. Very nice, Tom. Full dragon, looking fly. Look at that. Very nice. Here's a question for you. Have I ever, because thinking back, I don't think I ever have, but I could be proven wrong. Has anyone ever seen my Minecraft world? I don't think I've shown it on stream before, but I have a 6-year-old Minecraft world. Actually, I may have shown in my Discord once the hole that I dug. I was digging holes before it was cool. That could be, if people were interested, that could be the next sub goal. Is if we get a certain amount of subs, I can show you my beautiful Minecraft world live on stream. No beavers in Minecraft, stay focused. You're right, you're totally right. You know, Minecraft's a universally loved game. It's very, very relaxing. It's very on brand for me, I guess. And I'm very proud of that world. I've spent a lot of time in it. I've done a lot of cool things. So if people were interested, just let me know. Maybe that could be the next sub goal. How I made RuneScape in Minecraft, I have seen that. It's very cool. Maybe I should make Sears Village in my Minecraft world. I could actually, because I could do it like chunk for chunk as well. That'd be pretty cool. That's actually, I'm thinking about it more and more right now. That's a pretty cool video idea as well. Wouldn't you have to dig a lot? Sears Village is pretty flat. Yes, but I am not. It's not new to me digging in Minecraft. I dug a very, very big hole in Minecraft. It took me months. Will there be a tattoo after pet? Potentially, yes. Potentially, I have considered it. I've considered getting the pixelated beaver that you can see on screen. I've considered getting that with getting this with like. I mean, when it pops up here. That kind of like woodcutting symbol with the XP, just getting like the beaver on top of that with the actual amount of XP that I got to get the beaver. I have considered that because that is a very cool tattoo idea. Well done, Tom. Hannibal making Sears Village in Minecraft would be a fun one-off video. Yeah, the more I'm thinking about it, the more I'm like, that is kind of fun because I enjoy playing Minecraft. And I would enjoy the challenge of trying to figure out what block in Minecraft fits the blocks in the game. And I think, yeah, I'm liking that idea more and more, to be honest with you. Maybe I'll have a think about that. Having a beaver over the number 200 million would be very cool. No, I don't think I can wait any longer, to be honest with you. The excitement is too much. And actually, that thinking about it even more, having those two like one-off videos between now and the trunk roll video might be quite good for the channel, just in general. Just having a tier list video, and then here's Sears Village in Minecraft video. I think that'd be kind of cool. Working very hard at work. Very good, Tom. You get paid tomorrow. Excellent. I don't get paid till Friday, and I'm running out of funds. Actually, this might be cool. Who here likes Pokemon? I assume quite a lot of you like Pokemon. While you tell me whether you like Pokemon or not, I'll be back in 1 second. Around here somewhere. Who doesn't? Very true. So, while I was at Download Festival, I made a purchase. Pretty much the only purchase of the weekend, actually, other than food, obviously. but I went to a clothing brand, which is kind of a mixture between heavy metal, horror, and pop culture, I guess. But I got this T-shirt. It's from Peaked Apparel, or Apparel, depending on how you say it. It's got a little Ghastly on the front with the brand Peaked above it, so that's very cool. But then on the back, it's got Gengar. Look at that. Look at that. That's sick. That is so cool. Like, look at that. So that was my pretty much only purchase from Download, and it was well worth it. Well worth it. So Born has sat with me, and I've picked out like 12 other T-shirts that I want. Hello, Ghosted Souls. Welcome in. Lovely to see you. How is the one chunk? It's going. It's certainly going. We currently have 60,111,666 woodcutting XP. That's cool. That's really nice and neat. 60,111,666. Very good. We've been in Sears Village for the last 1 year and 7 months. We've got one task remaining, which is get the Beaver pet. We are a Supreme one chunk account, which is why I need the Beaver pet. And we are currently just under 3 times dry for a Beaver, which is very unfair. And people have been sending me various screenshots of people not having the Beaver pet at 200 mil and people getting the Beaver pet at 179 mil and all sorts. But we're here to chill, we're here to relax, listen to some nice music, and get 63 mining on the main account. Look at that. So I hope you enjoy the chill vibes. We have you've just missed, I did a one chunk series tier list live, which was people were excited about. And then as soon as it finished, everyone left. I think over YouTube and Twitch, I had about 150, 160 people watching. And then as soon as I finished doing the tier list, I'm down to, I think it's about 60 people watching over both. So people came just for the tier list. Didn't stay for the vibes. But all of you that are here right now, I appreciate you. You stuck around for the vibes. Which is me chopping trees, listening to lo-fi hip-hop, and showing you Gengar t-shirts. I missed your vibes the last 2 weeks, to be honest. I know, I'm sorry. But I had a very good time off. Week 1, it was the Tuesday I streamed. The Wednesday I went to I was at work on the Wednesday. It was my last day in the office. And then Thursday I had a relaxing day of just playing video games, and that was it. And then Thursday night I went over to my hometown to meet Born. We stayed with my parents, and then we travelled to Download on the Friday. We then did Download on the Saturday and Download on the Sunday. Then on the Monday, I had a nice relaxing day with Born and my parents. And then we went out for a meal in the evening. And then Tuesday, I came home and played video games all day. And then Wednesday, I was at home playing video games all day. And then Thursday I went back to work. Friday I was in work. Saturday, me and Born had a nice relaxed day in. Had a curry. And then Sunday again, me and Born had a relaxed day in. Very nice. And then this week, Monday, Tuesday, been in the office at work. So that was my 2 weeks off. It's very good to just not think about any kind of work. That includes Twitch, YouTube, my actual job. Just nice just to play video games again and not think about it, which was good. But I did start to miss streaming, so here we are. We're back. We're back with a vengeance. I want to see someone try to make lo-fi metal. Well, Morganoth, don't I have some songs for you? If you know the Amity Affliction, the band The Amity Affliction, they have some lo-fi metal songs that they made. Well, they didn't make. I think they made them with somebody else. I've also got some Alpha Wolf lo-fi metal as well. Very good. Glad you're back. Thank you, Wade. It's very kind of you. It's good to be back. I'm here for the entertainment while I do achievement grinds, plus wanting to see that Beaver finally. I miss Supreme Chunky Cat videos. I know. I need to step up to the plate. Deliver some sort of home run. Sounds like a relaxed 2 weeks. It was very good. It was very good. I'm glad I took some time just to reset and relax, because I was getting quite stressy towards the end of the towards the start of my time off. You know, sometimes you just need to take a step back. You know what I mean? You just need to take a step back, take a breather. And sometimes it makes you see things from a different perspective, which is nice. Good night, Tom. See you Thursday. Same time, same place. Now, brother, Orangey is not your friend. Have you gotten the stale bread yet? I was rewatching your videos again last week and I can't remember if you used all your luck up on that. No, still don't have the stale baguette. When I go to the bank in 6 more logs, I will show you, because I've got quite a few baguettes. I can't remember what's the drop rate of the stale baguette in baguettes. So I know it's like 1 in 200 and something. But does that take into account getting the random and then getting the baguette? Or is there like it's 1 in 12 baguettes is a stale, for example? Is there a way to work that out? After how long does a baguette go stale if they're just sitting out in your bank? True. It's probably not that long, actually. But apparently in the RuneScape world, it works a lot differently. I think the 1 in 256 was just mystery box. Okay. Let's see if we can figure it out. So stale baguette. So it's a 1 in 448 from Sandwich Lady. If you pass the 1 in 7 roll to be offered a baguette, there is a 1 in 64 chance for it to be stale. Okay, so it's 1 in 64 then. So there's a 1 in 64 baguettes is a stale one. That's a lot, actually. That's a lot higher than I thought it was. I definitely don't have that many baguettes. I've had like 5 baguettes from Sandwich Lady. I can't remember. I think I've got 10 now. I don't know. I don't see the Sandwich Lady that often, to be honest. And when I do, it's very rare that she gives me a baguette. Although I did get one the other day, I think. Which is a shame because that's the only thing I've got left in my random events log. She's really common in Giant's Foundry. Really? Is that a tried and tested thing? Or is that a you specific thing? Maybe she just likes you and not Giant's Foundry. You can't get teleportation ones. Right, okay. Interesting. That is interesting. I can attest to her liking Giant's Foundry. Maybe that's the play then. If you want to get the stale baguette, maybe just stand in Giant's Foundry for ages. Have you done a poll on what chunk people think you're going to be rolling next? Might be a good way to see how sadistic your fans are. I can probably guess how sadistic my fans are, to be honest with you. I want to see a chunker get multiple baguettes. There are quite a few chunkers that do have the baguette, to be fair. I don't think any of them have got 2 yet, though. Oh, we should probably keep an eye on things like Reddit as well, because there's a good chance that my tier list has probably already made it up there. Upsetting people already. I have multiple baguettes, just not stale. Yeah, I'm in the same boat. So I've got 18 baguettes. That is more than I thought, actually. 18 baguettes. None of them stale. Sakus uploaded a new vid. Sakus? What was this one then? Is this a new chunk one? After 1,300 games of Soul Wars is done. Wow. Nice one, Sakus. Can't believe he gets to upload and I can't. Unbelievable. Didn't Priff Chunk get a baguette before even getting to a starting chunk? I think so, yeah. I think you're right. Very annoying. It's so hot. I'm sweating profusely. Like, it's 26 degrees in here. I'm not liking this at all. How can you not know about every Supreme out there? I know. 96 degrees Fahrenheit. Bloody hell. Hello, Declol. Lovely to see you. Today is the day. I'm calling it. I'm calling it late because it's, 3 hours and 15 minutes into the stream, but I'm calling it. How nice. I'm excited. Very good. To be honest, it's been pretty chill recently in terms of the grind and cutting the trees. It's almost like for a good 2 to 3 weeks I'd forgot that I was, going for Beaver and trying to get out of this chunk. I was just literally just cutting trees. quite nice. And seeing me go over 60 mil XP was very good. It was very good. Actually, I think we're 81st in the world now. I think I was slowly catching up with the 80th place. Yes, I'm 81st in the world, and that guy has been doing wood cutting, so I'm not close to the 80th in the world anymore. 80th in the world is now at 61,334. And he was at 64 something a couple of days ago. Well, do you think you will use all this wood, or will you have plenty left over from other skill grinds? I might use quite a lot of the wood actually in the other grinds that I might have to do. What XP do you start filling out the 4th beaver? That is a good question, because it depends on what trees that I decide to chop. So if I carry on doing use, I think it's probably another, maybe another mill, maybe. Oh dear. And if I did like oaks, for example, it'd probably be a bit more than that, I think. You could wait until Tom gets to Sears Village and just steal one of his. I don't think he would notice. I think you're probably right. He probably wouldn't notice. Bum, 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 bum. Also, sorry about asking about it, but can you explain the coming chunks and what to expect from them? No, that is fine. So the coming chunks are these 4. So we've got Magruber's Wood, which is a very tiny guard dog grind. I think it only has like 2 drops, and they're both. Oh no, there's 3 drops I think, and one of them's like a 1 in 25, and that's like the highest, so really won't take long at all. I've then got Sinclair Mansion, which is a 42 cooking grind, I think it is, to make fried onions or something along those lines. Very quick, very simple, because it's got chickens and cows and all sorts in here, so it won't take long at all. And then I think it's then cow and chicken drop tables, which again is quite small, quite easy. Camelot is a 50 farming grind, which I think Source Chunk might have even got rid of the 50 farming grind at this point, but I basically am raking until 50 to make some something or other. Nature offerings, I think they're called. And then other than that, there's not really much else in this chunk. And then this chunk here is the longest chunk of all of them. This is 99 fire making. But Jagex have now changed that Forester's campfires give you full XP and not a third anymore. So this grind will now be 3 times quicker than it was. So this is also now pretty free chunk. So I'm now surrounded by relatively easy chunks, but those chunks are surrounded by other chunks which are not as easy. So they're the 4 that I've got potentially in the future. He cares more about that weird dino. Yeah, I know. Not 3 times quicker, just 1/3 the logs. They take longer to burn. Well, no, because they take the same amount of time to burn if I was doing it either way because I'm still using Forester's Campfire. But before, it was a third of the XP, which means it would have been 3 times as many logs. Whereas now, it's 3 times less logs. So it will be 3 times as quick. Because I'm not... it's definitely not quicker than using a tinderbox, for example. Yeah, but Campfire burns logs slower than before the XP update. How much slower? Yeah, just popping in before bed to say hi. I was busy today. No worries, Will. Lovely to see you as always. Hope your work went well. Or whatever you were doing. I just assumed you were at work, but you could have been doing anything. Oh, I haven't hydrated like all stream. Not quite twice as slow, I think. Okay. Okay, well, it's still going to be faster, though. I think overall. It's still better than it was before. I did 99 with new campfires. It was goated. I'm going to have to... I mean, I'm looking forward to it, to be fair. It's going to be quite a chill grind, I think. Still chill if you need 99, maybe a couple of weeks. Yeah, I think a couple of weeks is a fair guess. Which is not bad at all in the grand scheme of a year and 7 months stuck in this one chunk. Yeah, well fast and very chill. Heaps of AFK time, which I appreciate. I appreciate the AFK time. Light fires feels like half speed of line fires. I mean bonfires. Yeah, and I think, to be honest, even on like a main or a group iron or something, I'd probably still do the Forester's Campfire just for the AFK time. Did Maples to 90 on the pure, was getting a bit slow at the end, but you can do use. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Fuck line fires though. Yeah, I know, it's just a lot of clicking and effort. I'm very much, if I can AFK, I will absolutely AFK. I don't care if it takes longer. I'm just happy for the, you know, I can sit and watch something or, you know, sit and play another game or something like that while I do the AFK grind. Which is why on the group Iron Man I finished Castle Wars and Trouble Brewing and all those kind of collection logs because there's lots of AFK time. A little bit of effort. 20 minutes of AFK. Solid. I get around 70k with Maples, I think. 70k an hour. 2.5 minutes of AFK time was sexy. Yeah, 2.5 minutes is good. I think I get, how much is it for you trees? It's like 4 minutes or something, I think. Maybe that's too much. Let's have a look. 114 seconds, so not 4 minutes at all. That might be, I think that's Redwoods I'm thinking of. $70k per hour. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. You can interpolate the other values from there. I think 70k an hour is pretty decent, to be honest, especially for, you know, 2.5 minutes of AFK time per go. I don't mind that at all. It's my current value, and that's definitely not full efficiency. Well, I don't think I'd be full efficiency either. I'm very much a kind of person that thinks RuneScape is a game to just chill on. I don't need high intensity, you know, late game bossing and raiding and, you know, doing inferno runs. That's not my idea of fun for RuneScape. That's my idea of just chill. I like to relax. I like to cut trees, do some fishing, do some fire making. What's your log count? My log count is almost at 800,000 logs in my bank, with probably another 100, 200,000 logs that I have used for fletching, fire making, the forestry collection logs, using on the beehive forestry event, all that kind of stuff. I reckon I've almost chopped 1 million logs total, I think. Or at least I'm getting very close to have chopped 1 million oak logs. We've got some tombs to smash out once the changes go in. Heard it might be tomorrow's patch. Okay, fair. Safe to say you have enough for 99 fire making. I certainly do. I also have enough for 99 fletching and 99 construction all at the same time. So if I wanted to go and get those 399s right now, chunks permitting, I'd be able to. Which is it's a comforting thought, actually. Because it just means those grinds will just be, you know, taking the time to fletch and fire make rather than having to woodcut first and then having to fletch and fire make afterwards, which is twice as long. Bum, 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 bum. Twice, you mean like 4 times as long? Yeah, I guess so, with some things. Don't hate me, but I got Beaver on back-to-back-to-back days when going for 99. Picks or it didn't happen. Oh, OSR stepsis lover. Hello, welcome in. Hope you're well. We're having a chill one now after the stress of the tier list earlier on. Don't hate me, but I've never gotten the Beaver. I've gotten the Beaver once, actually. Am I able to post a Reddit link? You are, yes, I think so. If not, go over to my Discord, post it somewhere over there, like achievements or something. We should be allowed to throw our fletch stuff in for fire making, like all the arrow shafts would be great firewood. That is true, actually. That's not a bad shout, because so many people probably, you know, fletch unstrung and then just sell them. Or like me, I just high alked all my maple ones. Whereas it'd probably be pretty good to just chuck them on a fire. What number VIP did I end up being? I think you were actually VIP number 20. VIP number 20. That's pretty big. Look how low down I've got in my chair. I've gone full relaxation right now. Love a nice round number, don't we just? Bum, bum, bum. Bum, 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 bum. If you copy the link into a browser, it should work, but YouTube chat actually sucks for links. How are you still woodcutting? Yeah, I ain't got the pet yet. That's just it. What was your top pick for the One Chunk series, by the way? There was a couple. There was quite a few S tiers. I mean, I know why, just how. I know. It just happens. Sometimes it happens. Hi, Hannibal. I've not seen you in a while. Are you still on the pet grind? I certainly am, Papa Joe. We're at 60.1 million woodcutting XP without the pet. But we're working hard. We're not giving up. Don't worry, he's going to get pet in 5 minutes. If only. So... just so you know, I have the C Engineer plugin on. So if I do get the Beaver, C Engineer will say collection log slot completed. So I'm just kind of listening in for that just to all of a sudden one day catch me off guard. After that chunker tier list, you need to change your name from Seer Supreme to Chunk Glazer. To be fair, though, there are so many good chunk series out there, and they're all good in their own ways. And I've enjoyed a lot of them for a lot of different reasons. And if I just spent my whole time putting everything in S tier and A tier, people have got bored pretty quickly. So I had to chuck a few further down, just to kind of spice it up a little bit. And I think it would have been quite unfair to chuck people like, you know, Limp Work down in A, or even like B tier. It'd be quite unfair to do that, so. Did we play all the games yet? No, actually, we've done 2 of the games. We've got one more game and the chunk picker sandbox roll thing that we haven't done. That's the spirit, good lad. Thank you, Papa Joe. I've always wondered if there's a plugin that did what C Engineer plugin does, but with customizable sound effects. I think the C Engineer plugin actually does customizable sound effects. I think. Did you turn on the Beaver mode in settings? That's the only way to get Beaver. If that's not been turned on this whole time, I'll be very surprised. And very annoyed. Is this the longest time someone has spent in a single chunk that you're aware of? No. Cox Chunk has just spent 2 years in his first chunk. Buzz RS spent, I think, 3 years in his first chunk. I'm pretty sure Limpwort spent like 2 years in his first chunk, I think it was. I'm very upset about your treatment of Spoon. Why? What was wrong with my treatment of Spoon? Did you think Spoon should have been higher? You can't talk to Ozaic in Sears Chunk. True. Wait, so we need to play Rundle? We can play Rundle if you want to play Rundle. play Rundle. No. Here we go then. Rundle. Are we ready for some Rundle? Think Honorary ever coming back? 50-50, I'd say. 50-50. I think I think Honorary is still playing. So I'm hoping one day he does decide to come back, but yeah, it just depends what's going on. IRL, I think. Do you know Tower of Blue Chunkman? Well, yes, now I do. Yeah, I hadn't before today. I'm quite behind on my chunk content because I've been watching a lot of other non-RuneScape related content. Honorary had some temple action, very good. Which one was Honorary? Honorary was the Ultimate Iron Man Extreme 1 chunk that started in Lumbridge. Okay, wait. You decided to play some Rundles, so why don't you go ahead and do the first guess? UIM is just torture. It is pretty torturous. It is. Let's do Juliet. We can do some Juliet. Not female, not human. Oh, bloody hell, wait. You couldn't have got that any wronger. Any more wrong. Not female, not human, not Misthalin, has a combat level. It was released later than 2001. It's not Juliet. I'm not guessing anymore. Oh, it's not. No, this is the easy one, so I don't think it's going to be elves. I do my arm. Is male, is not a troll, is not troll country, has a combat level earlier than 2006. I can do a seer, I think. No, I can't. Edward won't work because we've got human. Moss Giant might work. Nope, no Moss Giants. Fantuti is human, I think. And it's not on the list anyway. Southeast, southwest. The gnomes. That's probably a good shout. What about King Node? Is a gnome. South Kandarin. Has combat level 2002. What gnome has a always like gnome child? Yeah, gnome child. Hey, very good. Gnome child. 4 guesses. Well done, Wait. You redeemed yourself after the first complete cock up. You came back for a full house. Well done. What about expert mode then? As soon as you got that one right, Wait, you can make a guess for expert. Redemption. Are you not entertained? Hey, Chunk Evil, lovely to see you. You're gonna go with Juliet again. Go with Juliet again. Not female, is human, is not Misthalin, looks like Desert Way. Doesn't have a combat level, released later than 2001. KBD is female, so that won't be right. Tyrus Guard's in the wrong direction now, because I think we are more Desert Way. Male human, Ali's not going to be helpful because these are all the Alis that are in the desert. So I'm going to need kebab seller. Ali the kebab seller. Let's go with that. So is male, is human, is desert, doesn't have a combat level, was released earlier than 2005. Temeken's Warden. That's not human. Hello, Cass. Lovely to see you. So where is the kebab seller in... So that's Polivnich. It could be Shanty. Yeah, that's not a bad shout. Shanty. Male, human, desert. So it's Al-Kharidway then. Tutorial Island. Good guess. Good guess. Hassan and Osman. They're not too bad guesses. Chancellor Hassan. Not Chancellor Hassan. Osman. Nope, north of Osman. Ali Morassein's probably not a bad crafting guy. We could try Ali Morassein, but I don't think it is. Oh no, it's what about the gem seller? Yeah, the gem guy. What's the gem guy's name? Is it Ali? The gold gloves guy. Oh no, Ali Morassein. No, isn't the gold gloves guy north of Ali Morassein? Zeke. I don't think it's Zeke. I can go for Zeke, but I'm pretty sure Zeke is south of Ali Morassein. Yeah. Domic. No. The gate guards. That's not a bad shout. What would they be? Desert. No. Oh, Desert Eagle. Ali the guard. Pog, I got it. I won't spoil it. Thank you very much, Chocolate. We don't want any spoilers here. Merchant guy north of the Al-Kharid mine. What's the merchant guy's name? Border guard. No. Ellis. No. Northeast of Ellis and west of Ali Morassein. The guy whose name changes in the Legends quest. Yeah, I don't remember the person's name. Avon. No, it's not Avon. It is 2002 though. We're so close. Who are we missing? Oh, Gem Trader. Oh. Very good, Blazing. Very good weight. Both of you absolutely nailed that. There you go, Gem Trader. Perfect. So 13 attempts. That's not too bad. You have said his name. I think we said Gem Trader, but then we were like, what's the Gem Trader's name? And it just turns out it's Gem Trader. What about the runes then? What does 5 earth, 5 water, and 4 nature? What does that get you? 5 earth, 5... Oh, don't tell me that's actually entangle. Should have known that, shouldn't I? That's literally what I had to do for my chunk task, was to use entangle. Well done, Promic. That was straight away. Well done. That was very fun. Wasn't too bad, Rundle, today. When it's not, you know, elves or vampires, I think it's pretty good. But But when you get elves in the expert Rundle, it just takes the piss. Bum bum. Bum bum. That's it now. We've played all the games for today. We've done the... we did the tier list. The only thing really left to do is the sandbox chunk roll if someone wants to do that. But other than that, it's just another 15 minutes of chill woodcutting content. And it's 38 degrees C here today. Your chill stream is the only thing keeping me alive. 38 degrees C. Damn. That's hot. I'm currently at 26. And I'm warm. I'm very warm. There's just too many elves. Nobody in their right mind knows their names. True. I mean, we always seem to get there eventually. There's just a lot of guesses. Dude, food guesser? What's food guesser? Oh. I don't think I can do food guesser right now. I think it's going to make me too hungry. And it's almost 11 PM. I can't be eating this late. Now, VIP too expensive, no more points. Fair enough. I'm actually considering making it more points now. Now I've just hit our 20th VIP. Because I've only got a few more spots left, so 37 degrees. That is, it's so hot. Like, I don't think I could survive in that heat. I think it's just too hot. Like, it's 26 and I'm struggling. Like, I'm seriously, like, you can see a bit of a sheen here. Very mindful waiting for me before doing that. That's all right, wait. I think I'm dying. I hope not. I hope not. But hopefully it gets a bit cooler. Like, I've got a fan that it's just on all the time now at night. I'm just too hot. Beaver before the end of the stream, yes or no? Oh, that's true. We haven't done any predictions today. We got wrapped up in all the other stuff. Today is the day. Well, it needs to be the day in the next 10 minutes, because if not, I'm going to go play Dying Light before bed. And obviously there's the age-old question of who are we going to raid today? Because Tom is currently streaming, or we can go and visit somebody with a couple of viewers. Mr. Tom, because he wants partner. That is true. He is looking for partner. Dude, I'm achievement grinding Dying Light right now. I'm on the following DLC. I have got... Hold on. I currently have 37 of 69 trophies. Hey. I haven't completed the game yet because I'm going to try and wrap up all of the achievements before I do the last mission. And I think some of these are quite easy for me to do. So like catch bolters and survive, save 15 survivors from rise men and kill 100 enemies, kicking them off rooftops, blind volatiles, blind enemies in light traps. Oh, I need to do the collectibles actually. That might be a good one to have a crack at. I think it's going to be fairly easy for me to get it done. It's just the co-op stuff that I'm not really looking forward to. I don't like co-op achievements. Easy prediction as you're not at 66 mil XP yet. True. Yeah, we can go see Tom when the stream ends. That's fine. I wish I could look on 100%. The saving 15 survivors takes a while. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've got 13 or 14 now. And I've heard that you just have to hang around in the northwest of Old Town. So I'm just going to probably do that at some point. I'm using the map genie for the collectibles. I probably should have a look at that as well, to be honest. I was just going to use the text walkthrough from the website, which would probably take me longer if I do it that way, so probably better to get the map up. I think I'm currently just... What was I doing just before stream? I was doing the parkour challenges. What they're called. They might just be called parkour challenges. I can't really remember. Where is it? Yeah, the parkour fever challenges. I was doing all of them. I think I only had one left. And same with the co-op achievements, playing on Xbox Series X, and it's hard to find people for the achievements. Yeah, I'm playing on PS5, and I'm having the same problem, but let's have a look at this. How many have I got? Oh boy, I'm sweating. I'm trying to think about what I want to play next as well. I'm always thinking about what's next. Because on my list, I don't have my list with me. That's a shame. Oh no, I do have my list. It's here. Lego Harry Potter years 5 to 8. I think, no, 5 to 7. Yeah, years 5 to 7. That's probably not a bad one to do next because that's quite a chill, easy one. Journey. I was thinking about doing Journey. Maybe Borderlands 3. But there's a really difficult, like, Terramax the Invincible-esque thing to kill on that one, so I don't know if I can be arsed because I'd have to get people to join in, and there's probably nobody doing that game anymore. We'll see. Maybe there's a way to cheese it. Actually, Minecraft's not a bad shout. I could do Minecraft. I do love a bit of Minecraft. Dark Cloud 1 and 2. What is Dark Cloud? Oh yeah, I have a vague memory of Dark Cloud. Just really started emulating them though. If they've got trophies, I'm in. I'm a trophy hunter. Actually, I should probably give you an update on that as well, because I am now up to a grand total of 45 platinumed games, and I've played a total of 119. So I'm coming up on 50% completion. Lego is one of the best for finishing the backlog. I just get burnt out playing Lego after a while. Yeah, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to not play too many games of the same thing. So like, for example, Ratchet and Clank, GTA, Lego games, things like that. I'll do 1 or 2 and then I'll do some other games instead. And then I'll come back to like, for example, I did GTA San Andreas and I'm doing Dying Light and COD 6, and then I might go back and do like GTA Vice City, for example. Death's Door is a fun game. What is Death's Door? Let's have a look at that. Oh, that looks cutesy. I like that big frog. Is that on PlayStation 5? It is. Very good. I might add that to the list as well. But I have to get through my backlog of games I've already played first before I can play new ones. I'm making exceptions for some games, like I made an exception for GTA San Andreas. The only game on Steam I'm close to max trophy is Rust. Only 5 achievements left, but you need multiple people. Fair. Do 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 boo. Right. I think we're going to call it there. I am very sweaty, very gross right now. And I just want to go to bed and put the fan on. So I'm going to hit you on my normal spiel. And then for the Twitch people, I'm going to take you over to another stream. Say hi to our good friend Agile Tom while he tries to get to Twitch partner. So we might as well give him a hand. So thank you all for being here. Thank you for sticking around, not only for the tier list part of the stream, but also after on the chill section of the stream. I really appreciate you all being here, spending your valuable time watching me hit tree with axe and get 60 millions of the woodcutting XPs. God, it must be boring, but I very much appreciate you all being here and spending your time with me. Okay, now get Beaver. Maybe. You'll be the first to see the screenshots, I'm telling you. Had a blast being back here. I'm glad you did wait. It's good to be back after my 2 weeks off. So I'll be back on Thursday night, 7 p.m. my time till 11 p.m. my time, as per usual. I'll have a think about the sub goal thing. I might actually do it as my Minecraft thing, but if anyone's got any suggestions, then by all means send them to me. As always, I like to do sub goals that you guys suggest, because then you're going to be the ones watching it, so you might as well enjoy it. So yeah, just let me know. Yeah, this stream is always a good time. Thank you, Chunky. Well, that's very kind of you. You can disable the fake Beaver collection log plugin. If only that was a thing. Thank you, everybody on YouTube. As per usual, you are all I'm so grateful for you all sitting over there, not being able to fully interact with me like people on Twitch can, but you're still there anyway. It's very much appreciated. And hopefully I'll see you all on Thursday for some more wood cutting, more tree chopping. And I'm going to get busy. I'm going to become a busy beaver. And I might get some more videos lined up to send out before we get that final chunk one sent out. So look forward to that, and I'll keep you posted. So thank you all. Appreciate you all greatly. So everybody on the Twitch chat, let's go see Agile Tom. What a good lad. See you all very soon. Very, very soon. Oh wait, that didn't work. Hold on. There we go. That worked. Right then. I love you all. Appreciate you all. See you on Thursday. Have a good night. Have a good few days. And I'll see you then. Bye, everybody. Woohoo!
Yo! With the raid party, welcome in, welcome in. Welcome in, Beaver enjoyers. Or lack of Beaver enjoyers. Welcome, welcome. Dunk Evil, good to see you. Chocolate Milk, welcome in. Hannibal